Whosoever hold this hammer, if he be worthy, shall possess the power Anyway, so the economy, huh?
Welcome back, guys, to another episode of Mentally Gone Reacts.
My name is Callie Lacerda.
And I am Gabriela Lopes.
And today,
we will be reacting to...
The Avengers.
The Avengers, yeah.
The Avengers. Os Vingadores.
Vingadores.
Os Vingadores, cara. Tem o Capitão América, tem o Homem de Ferro.
Homem de Ferro.
Tem o Hulk, velho. O Hulk, muito da hora, cara.
Who's that?
O Hulk.
Oh, Loki?
Não,
Loki?
o Hulk.
Who's Hulk?
Hulk.
Oh, Hulk. I thought you were saying Loki.
Cara.
I was like,
que isso,
Hulk?
Mano? A mina não manja das coisas, velho. Não manja.
We had to write down Odin's famous words about Mjolnir.
Odin's prophecy.
So that we can prophesize before I was deemed worthy of the hammer of Thor. Understand?
I understand.
And you have a heart. And it's this right here.
And it's proof. Yeah, it's right there.
But right now, you don't have a heart because it's right here. So
yeah, I just have to charge my heart. These chairs come with a heart charger. And they actually metaphorically and metaphysically charge my heart, these reactions. Play the we need to load this thing up with Drake and Josh
sound
laugh tracks.
Yeah. Sound bites. So if you guys are wondering, hey, where have you guys been? Just go jump right over to our community posts and you'll see that we gave just a quick little update that we disappeared for a little bit, but we're back. And now we're going to do the Avengers, and it's been a long time, but we're really excited to be back. And we're going to be moving soon, so we're making the most of our studio here.
Yeah, we are in between homes right now. We are going to be moving soon, so we thought, let's give this old studio, this old girl here, her last hurrah.
Yeah,
You know, before
let's like give her the value that she deserves. Mentally gone was physically gone.
was physically, mentally, spiritually, in many interesting ways, which we will more than share, but probably overshare in every single aspect as we normally do. We will be oversharing even more so now because we have gathered our fruits and from things that we've planted and like we've like reaped and sowed, and now we're here to just share the harvest, the personal gains and the personal overcomings and etc.
Which has been a lot, but we're ready to do this, and we're really glad because honestly, I was skeptical of how our comeback would be received by our subscribers, but you guys have been really supportive and encouraging and motivating and enthusiastic about us coming back and doing the reactions, so that really helps push us forward. And really gives us reassurance, I think, at least for me personally, as somebody who has a little bit of, self-doubt here and there.
Yeah. As far as me moving forward, I think I'm going to be more like chill and more laid back. I think that this new camera setup that we got going on, it allows me to get more up and close and personal with you guys and kind of break the fourth wall.
And I'll be over here getting away from. No, I'm kidding.
Throughout like reaction videos and throughout like different movies and gaming videos and stuff. Excuse me, coffee burps as usual. Never went away. Which
we plan to do gaming pretty soon too, so that'll be fun.
Yeah, but this time there's like going to be a shorter distance between planning and execution, and like that's what we like. Otherwise, we wouldn't try to come back again and just to disappear again. So that doesn't make sense for us.
Yeah, so here we go.
What's up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Mentally Gone Reacts. My name is Callie Lacerda.
And I'm Gabriela Lopes.
And we've been gone for a few minutes.
A few long months?
Minutes, months. I kind of misspell. I kind of confuse the two sometimes. I'm so sorry. But I have my handy-dandy matcha here to honor the Hulk. I have some matcha. You have some caffeine.
Some coffee. To honor
Nick Fury.
Yeah. Okay.
Because it looks brown. It's literally my like my skin tone.
Oh my god.
So to honor Nick Fury, and we also have a costume / blanket that I will be outfitting myself in just a little bit, and you guys will probably most likely recognize who I'll be outfitting myself in.
Who would it be?
I don't know.
I'm guessing.
But so the studio looks a little bit different, as you guys could tell. We moved, so bye-bye to the old space. If I'll probably make a quick little bloopers reel at this. I don't know, because I'll be editing the reactions moving forward to really kind of like inject some of our creative DNA into it. Our little our own
little mentally gone touch here and there, because I feel like also, we are taking this on full time, which we talked about doing.
Yeah, I don't want to keep talking about
it. No, but we are.
Like, people are like, these people talk about it. You guys talk about it,
but we've
day.
got a lot going on. Look, guys, I got battle scars from moving and using box cutters and
Lilo and Stitch right there. We got Lilo and Stitches.
Sorry, this is a disclaimer. If you do not like to see wounds, please skip over this part that I already showed.
Yes. Disclaimer comes after the thing is disclosed.
Trigger warning on the stitches here.
I will give full disclosure also. I believe I forgot to track exactly how many days, but I've been over 1 month sober from marijuana.
Yes.
I fell into a deep kind of haze, kind of a purgatory loop, if you will. I kind of just lost myself in the crutch of marijuana. And I was just kind of numbing myself and dissociating from reality for plenty of months. And that's one of the reasons why we couldn't create, because I couldn't find the urge, the happiness again, or anything that I used to have to be able to create these videos. That's why today is a big day for me and for us, especially because it's the ripping of the Band-Aid. It's the destruction of the cycle, of the vicious cycle avoiding the thing that brings us the most joy, which is creating videos together. And yeah, so I'll sprinkle my own experience without making it my entire personality, which I'm sure a lot of people do, but I'm not going to be doing that per se. But I will be speaking from a perspective of what happens when you neglect yourself and your mental health, and you kind of just find yourself spiraling through an endless, deceptive loop and hallway that paints itself as being your best friend. Like weed would kind of relieve me of my anxieties, kind of block out the demons of depression that I didn't want to really deal with, or that I thought I was dealing with vicariously through the use of the product. But I'm done with that stuff for now. Like I think that at this point in my life, I want to live a sober life with some matcha, some caffeine, some sunlight, some fruits, some walks with the dog and with the girlfriend and the future fiance. I don't know. But, I'm going crazy, guys. It's mentally good.
But yeah, guys, we did not go anywhere. We just took, a break because of everything that was going on in that time. A lot of heavy things that happened in that time.
Oh, a lot.
But, however,
if only you guys knew, you guys would be like, oh, only 9 months?
I would like to say that Callie is eating a lot of fruit now. Okay.
I'm also working out, which over time I will relieve myself of the hoodie, and I'll keep the studio a little bit warmer so you guys can see my guns and my progress.
I already got
yeah, her guns are bigger than mine. That's why I'm wearing a hoodie right now, because I'm a little embarrassed. No. But I've only been consistent for 4 days in a row working out. Prior to the pandemic, to the big 2020 event, I was deeply ingrained in the fitness world. I used to kind of use that as my coping mechanism for all of my problems, and then just got transferred to Mary, and then Joanna took the helm of that, and then now it's back to the workout, and so back and forth. But now it's much healthier to be just physically active and mentally clear.
Yeah, and now we are going to step in with the first video back, which feels right to do.
I am
the
very
Avengers.
Nervous. I am very nervous. Full
Don't
disclosure.
Be nervous.
I'm nervous in the sense of like, do you guys remember when you would kind of take a summer, like summer break from school?
Yeah.
And then you would return, and then you weren't sure if your friends were the same or if they would like you still, and if the class was still the same and stuff. That's how I kind of feel right now. It's kind of like that anxiety, but for me, it was more exaggerated because I would change schools a lot.
But that's the answer. It's adaptability. So no matter what,
that's a matcha too.
You gotta adapt, and you just keep the parts of yourself that feel the best to remain unchanged. And
yes,
just go with the flow, and that's it. And we've done this at least dozens of times now, so this should be a piece of cake.
Yes.
And that's it. It's all easy going from here.
And it goes without saying that our memory and recollection of the films that we've seen on the channel so far are hazy at best. But as we kind of like rewatch films and we get back into the rhythm of things, that will kind of all come back to us, hopefully. And like that's the hope with Marvel, because we know that it's a huge, long journey. So it'll give us enough time to like familiarize ourselves with each character and with each thing.
Alrighty.
Sound good?
Sounds good.
All right. So before we begin, I will just check on the computer real quick, because the computer is also a little rusty, guys. This part you guys won't really see because it doesn't really matter at this point.
It also took a break from usage. We got to warm up its engine.
Look, we need new tech, right? Like we're going to upgrade a few things because we actually need it. So things will look better over time.
Yeah.
Like that's the goal. So
yeah. And again, we're making this our full thing now.
Oh yeah.
Taking it on ourselves, and yeah, we'll see how it goes.
And special shout out to my folks in Brazil.
São Paulo.
Na faixa de Gaza, só homem bomba. Várias titânio no pente, colete à prova de bala, nós desce pra pista pra fazer o assalto mais safejado do...
Oh, what does that mean?
I don't know.
You said it way too fast for me.
All right, so...
And the moment of truth.
I don't know why I took off my headphones again.
Let me help you.
I'm just...
No, here, I shall help you. Look.
Wait, hold up.
It's this side. Ready?
Okay. This is, by the way, this right now that you guys are witnessing is way better than whatever Marvel did with their multi-million-dollar production. Way better. Doesn't even compare, honestly. But yeah, that's what Mentally Gone can afford because we're a multi-billion-dollar establishment.
The newest Snuggie.
Let's go, guys. Let's go. I'm freaking locked and loaded.
I'm
ready.
Are you keeping this on?
Heck yeah.
What? That's cool. I'm jealous.
That's like asking Iron Man if he's going to keep being Tony Stark. The heck? Disrespect is that? All right. So just let me...
He says...
Do we have anything else? Any like housewarming? Housekeeping? Housewarming?
That's about it. Shadow might make an appearance. We have the door open for him to join us. And yes, Shadow is still with us. He'll make a surprise appearance soon, maybe today, and we'll see.
And you guys will also see, like we could do a house tour. We're still kind of like moving in. So we have our couch arriving next week. And then with the couch, we're going to like build out the living room and we're kind of like slowly kind of like building everything out. And then we'll do a house tour, but you guys will get glimpses of the house here and there because we have a podcast planned for the couch area. So it's going to double as a living space and also as a production space. And the kitchen island is also going to be doubling as a podcast table. It's not going to be the old conference, big bulky conference table anymore. It's going to be more sleek, more modern looking.
Intimate too.
More intimate. And yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, that's it.
Right?
Yeah, I agree.
And the controller for the resetting of the camera now in this new setup, I have it right here. So I won't need to reach over so much or spend so much time.
And we feel so much closer now, guys.
Can you guys see me? Can you guys see me really? Can you guys really see me? Like, look in my eyes. Can you guys see me really? And just because I'm sure that a lot of people are going through something similar, I just want to give the full range of how long it's been since I've retired from marijuana. Just so it's my last mention of it, but just hold on, I'm just writing and updating. So today's September the 5th. I've been off of it since July 30th. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5.5 weeks so far. And yeah, like I feel great. I feel much better. I don't feel any pull towards it, any pull towards the gummies, Delta 8, Delta 9 gummies that you get off of the internet, like that's legal.
And we're not drinkers at all.
And just really white knuckling this weird thing that we call existence. And movies will be our vices now. Movies, entertainment, video games, albums, everything.
Life is going to be our new thing.
Life. All right. So with that being said, I'm going to reset the camera. Hold on, guys. Let me just put the timer here. Okay. I'm going to reset the camera and we are going to jump right into the movie. All right. Thank you so much for sticking around with us.
Yeah.
Everybody on Patreon, you guys are saints. You guys deserve, to be honorated. Is that the right word? Honorated? Exonerated. No, exonerated is a bad thing, right?
I think so. I don't know.
It's like so-and-so got exonerated from the military. Like, I think that's when you get kicked out of the military.
Maybe. I
just want to honor the patrons who have been, for whatever weird reason, have been sticking around with us. So Thanks for that. And yeah, so let's just jump right into it.
Well, I just want to say, because no one will know like how hard it's been for us to be away from all of this, and and how hard it's been for us to make this comeback. And we've tried to sit down and it always got cut too short and didn't feel right because of like everything that we were experiencing, and obviously because of being under the influence and stuff. It never felt right. Like it was, it
never felt right. Like I always, like it just really inflamed my imposter syndrome, which I've had ever since a kid, like it's the absent dad trope. It's the imposter syndrome, lack of like reassurance, lack of, guidance through life. So that just inflamed it a lot to the point where I couldn't really stand myself, like I couldn't really just show up on camera under the influence of gummies or, chain smoking blunt, joints and shit. Like I can't pop up on camera and then in good conscience kind of try to benefit art in some capacity, while being kind of in that limbo space. I couldn't do it.
Yeah. And it's something that we take seriously and something that we never want to give, half of our effort or put half of our effort into it. Like we always want to give 110% of what we have into it. And it just felt like for these past months, we didn't really have anything to like give to it. But that's why this time kind of re-energized us. And we're excited and we're grateful for all of it. And it's been one heck of an experience, but
one heck of a ride.
We really appreciate it. And we're excited to watch the Avengers, and it feels like we're kind of unifying together. This is supposed to be a really big movie apparently, because it's basically the first, I think it's the first time is what I saw or read somewhere, where there was a crossover or like a collaboration of all like different superheroes. So that's why we see like the Hulk and Thor and Iron Man. And
can I just say one thing? Can I say that might not be true? Because for all the OG fans of Dexter's Laboratory, if you guys remember the superhero squad that they had in that, like they had a makeshift Walmart version of the Hulk. They had Thor, who was playing an electric guitar and shit. Captain America was also a part of that group. And so like that was the OG, like that's the Avengers that I grew up with. Okay. Basically. All right.
Let's
ready?
Yes, let's do it.
So I'm gonna just reset the camera so we don't have to interrupt the flow. All right. And as always, special thank you to everybody over at Patreon or over on Patreon, a little rusty. I will synchronize the playing of the movie on Patreon. You can follow along with us. You do have to have your own copy of the Avengers. We provide timestamps where you can sync up your copy with our copy. And I'll do a 3-second countdown so that when I press play, you guys at home also press play and we can kind of have a full-blown reaction together.
Yes, let me reiterate that. You will not be able to see or hear the movie on Patreon, just to make that clear for people, because there was a few instances where people were like, I can't see. Well, yeah, because we can't do that.
Yeah,
so
you have to buy it. So
yeah, sorry.
3, 2, 1, and play. All right, we're doing it. It's happening. Oh my God.
Your glasses.
Michael Scott, yeah, glasses on.
The iconic little comic book thing they do is cool.
Marvel.
Ooh.
We actually subscribed to Paramount Plus just to watch Rob Dyrdek's Fantasy Factory, which I highly recommend you guys checking out.
And Nickelodeon.
And SpongeBob. Oh, the Tesseract has awakened. Okay.
They would wield its power, but our ally knows its workings as they never will.
Who's this dude?
Our Chitauri will follow.
Oh, shoot.
This is the same cube in Captain America, Red Skull.
Ooh, oh yeah, it is.
He was harnessing it for Nazi weaponry.
Of course, the U.S. government wants that, huh?
Naturally. Naturally, they're like, hey, it's mine now. That's what America does. America. Joint Dark Energy Force.
Shield.
Project Pegasus. And throughout the reaction, as always, if you're new to the channel, we take notes.
Oh, yeah.
We take notes, and then at the end of the reaction, we have full free flow conversations about what we just witnessed.
I almost forgot about the notes.
Can't forget the notes. Never, never, never.
How bad is it?
That's the problem, sir. We don't know.
Oh, what the heck?
That's the fire alarm, guys.
Are you...
All right, guys, you can't make this stuff up, but while we started this reaction after so much time off, it just so happens that the fire alarm of our building went off the second time in a few days span, right? Like it's once a week. Somebody's cooking is disastrous, right?
Yeah.
It's horrible cooking.
Always at night. They're always making dinner.
Always at night, and we had to evacuate the building essentially as we're finally back into like the universe is like, no, you guys are not gonna make reactions anymore.
No, but we were getting into a rhythm here.
Yes.
I was like, man, the movie sound design.
The like sound design is incredible for this one, huh? Almost feels real. I can feel it in my skin. I can feel vibration, and then we realized it was the fire alarm.
It honestly seemed like it was matching perfectly. Like the SHIELD agents are all running.
Yeah, like something's happening, and we thought it was something happening at the SHIELD facility. Turns out it was at our facility
I was
here.
like,
So
is it here? Or is it? Because I'm still getting used to the sound of this fire alarm. It's almost like school when they would do those fire drills every month.
Yeah. Well, here it's every week so far. So I think personally, whoever does that needs to get fined. That's my opinion, because you're disrupting everybody's life.
Yeah, babies sleeping. I saw people coming out with their babies.
Dogs, like Shadow, other dogs have anxiety. You know what I'm saying?
Their amplified hearing.
Yeah, that's why I always worry. I'm like, man, it's going to blow his hearing out. His hearing. But all right, so we're going to pick up right where we left off. Hopefully no more interruptions. And yeah, so let's just continue watching. You ready?
Glasses back on.
What's your levels now?
Climbing. When Summit couldn't shut it down, we ordered evac.
How long to get everyone out?
Campus should be clear in the next half hour.
It is an alarm in the background.
It is.
Evacuation.
And it just coincided with our alarm.
Go back to sleep.
That's weird. That's weird. We can't make this up. Like, it's freaking weird. What are the odds?
Until such time as the world ends, we will act as though it intends to spin on. Clear out the tech below.
Yes, sir. With me.
Nick Fury got that aura.
Far from complete. She's throwing off interference, radiation. Nothing harmful, low levels of gamma radiation.
Gamma radiation, isn't that the Hulk?
Where's Agent Barton?
The Hawk
Oh shit.
in his nest as usual.
Oh, the Hawk.
We saw him in the Thor movie.
There's a doorway to the other end of space, right? The door's open from both sides.
Oh, it's like a wormhole. I see.
Ooh.
Portal. It's gonna open a portal. What comes out though on the other side? Who knows?
Probably those Chitauri things.
Yeah, those reptilians.
Said Earth is gonna burn.
That kind of looks like Tony Stark's arc reactor a little bit.
Yeah, and Captain America's shield, right? Like,
Oh, it does. Yeah, yeah.
kind of like both.
Okay, something's opening up.
Ooh, ooh, ooh! It's like the Goblet of Fire.
It is. How did you put your name in the goblet of fire? Hey, dude.
Hey, buddy. Hey, guy.
Shadow's here, guys. This is what popped up on the other side of the portal.
Oh.
Oh yeah. Imagine you wake up and the first thing you see is that guy hovering over your bed.
Ooh. Oh my gosh.
Damn. Oh,
Ooh, what?
he's a god. What's a man? What's a god to a king?
So is he considered a god? Because he was adopted.
I think he's a god, yeah.
Interesting.
Because Fluffy, right? Fluffy is his name? His dad or something?
Luffy.
Luffy or something. Yeah.
Fluffy. Ooh, what's going on here? Oh, shoot.
Uh-oh.
He just possessed him.
Oh, it's like a mind control. I see.
Ooh, it's like basically you make them your loyal subjects, right? Kind of.
And I am burdened with glorious purpose.
Loki, brother of Thor.
Oh yeah, they've met
No
before.
quarrel with your people.
An ant has no quarrel with a boot.
Oh.
Oh my.
Of a world made free.
Free from what?
Freedom.
Free from
Freedom is
freedom.
like
This place is about to blow and drop 100 feet of rock on us. He means to bury us.
Like the pharaohs of old.
We've got maybe 2 minutes before this goes critical.
Well then.
Oh, whoa. Straight like that. He means business. What's his name? I forgot his name.
Hawk.
Barton? Bratton?
He died.
Nah, we'll probably hear it again.
Who's that?
He didn't tell me.
Something's afoot.
Do you copy?
Oof. He's got to be wearing a bulletproof vest, right? If he's an agent.
Yeah, that's why he pulled the bullet out.
Yeah.
They have the Tesseract. Shut them down.
Oh, let's see some action. Oh, shoot. Gosh, he's taking a lot of lives today.
And it seems like his scepter is made of the same blue that the Tesseract is made of. It's like it's the same blue energy. So has Loki been able to harness cosmic energy? Because that's what they said, right?
Yeah, it isn't from this world, so makes sense.
Oh.
My question is, how did he find the other door to enter through the portal?
That's what I'm saying. Like, my guess is that his staff is linked or interlinked with the cube.
Wow, look at that. Oh my gosh. Look at the shock in his eyes.
In his eye.
Yeah.
It does look like the end of the world if you think about it. Like, from his perspective. Oh my god. You gotta wear a helmet to drive those cars. Damn.
As of right now, we are at war.
Oh, with what?
What do we do?
With whom?
External forces.
Oh! What do we do? Who do we call? You can't call 911 for this.
That's some iconic music.
Is that Russian in the billboard? What language is that? Oh. Oh. Oh, this is Tony Stark's assistant. Oh, that's a cool shot. Is this what her archetype embodies, kind of? She's like the dark feminine energy? The dark Madonna?
Black Widow.
Oh, look, Black Widow.
Вы правда думаете, что я красива?
This is Russia, by the way.
Oh no.
Put the woman on the phone or I will blow up the block before you can make the lobby.
Nothing like old-fashioned American spionage. Surveillance.
Are you kidding? I'm working. You can't pull me out of this right now.
Barton's been compromised.
Barton.
So that's his name, right? Clint, right? Clint Barton? Clint Barton.
Oh! Ooh.
It's cool how they show her fighting in the chair, and the chair is kind of like like her shadow kind of looked like a Black Widow, like it looked like a spider.
Oh, that's
Because she has like multiple legs.
Oh,
you get
wow. Yeah, it adds up to 8. You're right, with her arms and her legs.
That's pretty cool, I agree.
Good catch.
Man.
Look, and just like a spider traps its
its victim in a web.
Yeah.
But he's alive.
We think so. I'll brief you on everything when you get back.
Oh.
I need you to talk to the big guy.
Oh, we're in a different place now. Is this India? Iraq?
India?
Yeah, the like music sounds like India.
Oh.
The big guy, I see.
Oh, sick.
Please.
Oh, man.
So they switch out the actor like they did with the Iron Man guy, right? What's his name? I forgot his name. But the second Iron Man, right? The one who takes on the other suit.
Avoiding stress isn't the secret.
Then what is it? Yoga?
I assume the whole place is surrounded.
Just you and me.
You see how there are green accents in the frame? Like up there, there's green.
Yeah.
On the side, there's green, and she's wearing a green dress, a green saya.
No, of course not. I'm here on behalf of S.H.I.E.L.D.
S.H.I.E.L.D.
Oh, they want to recruit him, use him as a weapon.
What if I say no?
I'll persuade you.
Oof.
Okay.
Global catastrophe.
Those I actively try to avoid.
Gamma signature that's too weak for us to trace. There's no one that knows gamma radiation like you do.
That's smart.
So Fury isn't after the monster.
Not that he's told me.
Hmm.
Talk to Fury. He needs you on this.
He needs me in a cage.
No one's gonna put you in a
Stop lying to me! I'm sorry. That was mean. I just wanted to see what you do.
Oh, damn! You can see the fear in her eyes.
Stand down.
We're good here.
She said just you and me.
Just you and me.
Yeah, right.
This is out of line, Director. You're dealing with forces you can't control.
Who are these folks?
World leaders, probably. Remember this soldier?
The first Avenger.
Damn, he really came a long way, right? From the puny guy he was.
Yeah, 70 years is crazy. Think about it.
Yeah. Oh, man.
I like how they give you a recap because these films come out years after each other, right? So they gotta like recap a lot of
This guy's still
the
alive.
past occurrences with the audience. Shoo, he's been training for something. Easy work, light work.
Trouble sleeping?
Slept for 70 years, sir. I think I've had my fill.
Oh, he remembers that.
Secret be the key to unlimited sustainable energy. That's something the world sorely needs.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I like this like this cutting in between the heroes.
Speaking of oceans.
Hey, look, that's me.
Hey, that's you.
Stark Tower is about to become a beacon of self-sustaining clean energy.
Woohoo!
Light her up.
Wow.
Enjoy the moment.
Get in here, I will.
Ooh.
Hey.
Oh, that's pretty cool. He's always improving his tech, which is awesome, you know? He never stays the same.
Levels are holding steady.
Oh, it's one giant arc reactor.
Of course they are. Next building is going to say POTS on the tower.
On the lease.
You have reached the life model decoy of Tony Stark. This is urgent.
Oh, he was the one that helped her when from that Obadiah guy.
Oh, yeah, to escape his office when she was trying to steal his stuff.
When they found out.
Is this about the Avengers? Which I know nothing about.
The Avengers Initiative was scrapped. I thought, and I didn't even qualify.
Oh, yeah, they told him.
Self-obsessed, don't play well with others.
That I did know.
This isn't about
They're like, no, we kind of need your tech now.
She really matches his energy. It's funny.
What is all this?
This.
Wow.
When are we going to get to tech like that? It's like holograms. Like, why can't we crack that?
You have a lot of homework.
Well, what if I didn't?
You mean when you finished? Well, then...
Whoa, kids, you can't listen to that part.
Square deal, flash safe.
Oh.
Okay, I'm excited to do more reactions now. I'm going to work hard now.
The Tesseract. He made sustainable energy without the Tesseract.
Yeah, so why is S.H.I.E.L.D. saying that they want it for sustainable energy? I don't trust shadow governments, you know?
Nah.
Maybe it's just me. But
They all want it for the same thing.
Trying to replicate the serum they used on me.
A lot of people were.
Wow.
Banner thought gamma radiation might hold the key to unlocking Erskine's original formula.
Oh, shoot.
Way, did it?
I didn't know that.
You know, guys like Stephen Hawking. He's like a smart person.
Einstein is from his time, right? I don't know. I might have just...
I watched you while you were sleeping.
Oh, not weird at all.
This guy's like a fanboy of him.
What if his dad was a fan of Captain America?
Yeah.
Because Captain America's 70 years old, technically, or more, right? He's like 100 years old.
Mm-hmm.
There will be no realm, no barren moon, no crevice where he cannot find you.
He.
Yeah, he gave him the scepter. He saved them.
He question mark.
In Thor, he lets go, right? Loki lets go of the hammer when Thor is trying to save him, right? Because Odin saves both of them, and then Loki lets go, and he falls into the abyss.
Quite the buzz around here, finding you in the ice. Thought Coulson was gonna swoon.
Coulson's a fanboy.
His Captain America trading cards yet?
Trading card.
They want me in a submerged, pressurized metal container.
It's a hovercraft.
Oh, it's going up?
Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
Look at you could tell by the propellers. It's like a drone.
You're right. Damn, that thing weighs more than me for sure.
Oh, so the air pressure of the altitude.
Wow.
Whee!
I love how they have to make, like, even futuristic spacecrafts is based on, like, real world things to ground the experience, right? They can't make it too sci-fi.
Yeah.
Or they could, but then people connect with this more because they've seen it, you know, on the news, you know, like military structures.
Yeah, it's like more tangible.
And it's also familiar for Captain America, too. He said that, you know, like military prowess, American military arsenal is very familiar for him.
This is definitely different for him. All this tech.
What's the closest parallel for S.H.I.E.L.D. in the real world? Is it CIA or FBI? Or could you guys comment that below? I would like to know.
Let's vanish.
Engage retro reflection panels.
Reflection panels. They're going to disguise in the clouds. Growing up, I actually would hear about this technology that if aliens exist, they probably have that form of camouflage.
Wow.
Where it just reflects everything and then it becomes transparent. Oh, $10. He honors his debt.
Doctor, thank you for coming.
Thanks for asking nicely.
We're sweeping every wirelessly accessible camera on the planet.
Isn't that illegal?
You have somewhere for me to work?
Agent Romoff, could you show Dr. Banner to his laboratory, please?
Cool. He's super brainy.
And he's wearing purple, which in the Incredible Hulk film we watched, that's the color of his shorts, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's keeping with that theme, green and purple.
Location?
Stuttgart, Germany. 28.
Stuttgart, Germany.
Captain, you're up.
That's where the Mercedes headquarters. Not Mercedes, is it? Mercedes, I think.
I see a lot of Mercedes right there. Look. In case you're wondering what country we're in, they just put a bunch of Mercedes and BMW. Ooh, that's cool. We got some like ancient Sumerian artwork.
It's kind of like his horns.
Yeah, it is. It's Moloch.
Wow.
Oof.
Oh. Wow, that's.
I love the overlay of violins to to murder. It's always classic. That's where the Tesseract was found in the Captain America film. In the beginning, they were in Germany under the Yggdrasil painting.
Ah! Oh gosh.
This is some form of sacrifice, right? Like human sacrifice. It's kind of like a stage for human sacrifice.
Look at that. What?
Oh, to grant access. Wow. An eye for an eye. That's great.
Oh, man.
Polizzi.
Kneel before me.
Oh, he has holograms of himself.
He will always kneel.
Not to men like you.
There are no men like me.
There are always men like you.
Let him be an example.
Oh, let's go. Let's go.
You know, the last time I was in Germany and saw a man standing above everybody else,
That's what I thought about.
we ended up disagreeing.
I like the writing. Yeah, the writing's really cool.
Yeah, they're all very like quick with their wit.
Yeah, it's very witty, very smart.
Ooh.
today.
Oh, it didn't work on him.
Oh, is his like hat or headpiece resistant to mind control?
Or his nature.
Or he has a strong moral compass. Oh shit. Oh.
I wonder.
I wonder who's showing up.
The thrill.
Sheesh.
This guy packs a wallop. Still, you are pretty spry for an older fellow. Fury didn't tell me he was calling you in. Yeah, there's a lot of things Fury doesn't tell you.
Oh, looky. Wait, didn't they destroy the Bifrost bridge?
Hey, well, maybe that's something we're gonna see.
What are you doing?
What?
We need a plan of attack. I have a plan. Attack.
Who had the more iconic entrance, Iron Man or Thor?
Iron Man.
They're basically gods. There's only one god, man. And I'm pretty sure he doesn't dress like that.
With the Bifrost gone, how much dark energy did the All-Father have to muster to conjure you here?
Oh, dark energy.
Thought you dead.
Did you mourn?
We all did.
I mean to rule them. That's why should I
You
not?
think yourself above them?
Oh, yes.
Then you miss the truth of ruling, brother. A throne would suit you ill.
Sounds like a Shakespeare play right here.
You come home.
It's like Cain and Abel.
You listen well, brother.
I'm listening.
There's a lot more humor in this one than the past ones, from what I remember, aside from Iron Man.
Shakespeare in the Park?
No.
Doth mother know you weareth her drapes?
I like Shakespeare, that's why.
Damn, one shot.
He's already thinking about how he has to upgrade his suit.
Yeah, to deal with this dude now. I mean, Thor could harness the power of lightning, right? The cosmic power.
This is God.
Yeah. So it's kind of unfair. Iron Man has clean energy, but
Power at 400% capacity.
How about that?
oh, it helped him. Oh, he could redirect thunder or lightning. I mean, oh, that's pretty clutch. That's a nice power to have.
Wow.
He's keeping up with Thor though, which is surprising.
Head to head with a god.
Oh, we got some WWE action.
Oh no.
I grew up watching WWE, by the way.
Me too.
That's enough. Put that hammer down. Yeah, no. Bad call. He loves his hammer.
He loves this
You want
hammer.
me to put the hammer down?
That's what she said.
Wow.
Oh, because his shield is made of vibranium, right? It's like
Yeah.
a ultra tech material. Damn, they just leveled the whole force with that.
Ooh, they got him.
I don't know. He's making it too easy to be captured. It's, I don't know.
Well, he's not giving up the Tesseract, so.
True, and maybe this is serving as a distraction, right? They're focusing on him while the Tesseract is with the scientist guy.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why he's smiling.
This is a funny movie. It's like all these different worlds meshed together.
Mm-hmm.
Ant. Boot.
Nice.
To have the Tesseract, to have power.
That's the Promethean story.
Let me know if real power wants a magazine or something.
I don't see a bathroom in there, so
They built that for Hulk? Wow, that sucks.
to contain him just in case.
He really grows on you, doesn't he?
Sad though.
But he is of Asgard, and he is my brother.
He killed 80 people in 2 days.
He's adopted.
He's adopted. Oh my god.
Of high energy density. Something to
Oh,
kickstart the cube.
some spy action.
Your work on anti-electron collisions is unparalleled, and I'm a huge fan of the way you lose control and turn into an enormous green rage monster.
I'd start with that stick of his. It may be magical, but it works an awful lot like a Hydra weapon.
I don't know about that, but it is powered by the cube.
Ooh.
See, it is powered by the cube.
Men I know into his personal flying monkeys.
Monkeys? I do not understand.
I do.
You finally one up somebody. This guy's like, man, I can't wait to get back to my game.
We've all done that before.
Hey, that's where taxpayer money's going towards.
Their mainframe, a direct route to the Homer cluster. We can clock this at around 600 teraflops.
That sounds made up. Teraflops.
Ow! Hey!
Nothing. Are you nuts? Jury's out.
Are you nuts?
Really have got a
Jury's out.
What's your secret? Mellow jazz, bongo drums, huge bag of weed.
Huge bag of weed.
You fear he's hiding something? He's a spy. Captain, he's the spy. His secrets have secrets.
Wow.
An intelligence organization that fears intelligence, historically, not awesome.
Wow. That's pretty crazy.
Tell me none of this smells a little funky, do you?
Just find the cube.
He's used to just following orders, but you got to know who you're working for.
You got to be a little skeptical, right? About everything. You got to sniff around a little bit.
I think it did make him skeptical, though. Like,
because those two are smart. So if those two are cautious, then he should be. He's more old-fashioned with the way that he gets his information. He's more hands-on, while the other guys are more deductive, speculative.
Yeah, he needs to
see it with his eyes.
Yeah.
He doesn't trust the technology, the iPhones. He's like a grandpa, basically.
I think it's because he's a soldier, and so it's kind of like they had their kind of captains and leaders, and they just trusted them.
They follow the chain of command, and then people like Tony Stark, they're anti-established command, right? Order of command.
And now he's probably learning that fast forward in this time, you kind of have to question authority a bit more.
You've got an excellent observatory in Tromsø. She was asked to consult there very suddenly yesterday. Handsome fee.
Loki is a prisoner. And why do I feel like he's the only person on this boat that wants to be here?
That's interesting, right?
Yeah.
Because he's the prisoner that gave himself up to be in the prison, and then all the other ones are supposed to be the heroes, but they feel like they're imprisoned on the ship.
Not many people who can sneak up on me.
Oh.
But I want to know what you've done to Agent Barton.
I'd say I've expanded his mind.
He has a connection with Barton.
Yeah, it showed them like working together.
Is this love, Agent Romanoff?
Love is for children. I owe him a debt. Barton was sent to kill me. He made a different call.
Spared her life.
Your world in the balance, and you bargained for one man.
Regimes fall every day. I tend not to weep over that. I'm Russian.
KGB?
Dwight Schrute is her commander.
Can you wipe out that much red?
Oh, she has red in her ledger.
Sao Paulo.
Sao Paulo? What?
The hospital fire.
That's the mug I was drinking matcha out of.
You lie and kill in the service of liars and killers. And they will never go away.
Oh, Hydra.
Kill you, slowly, intimately, in every way he knows you fear.
Banner. That's your play.
What?
Loki means...
She's a spy. She gets the information out of them. She's a master manipulator.
You brought the monster.
That's smart.
Oh,
she played into the victim fear-mongering that he was trying to peddle.
Phase 2 is S.H.I.E.L.D. uses the cube to make weapons.
Just like Hydra was doing.
I'd like to know why S.H.I.E.L.D. is using the Tesseract to build weapons of mass destruction.
What? Of course.
Last year, Earth had a visitor from another planet who had a grudge match that leveled a small town.
It's always a scapegoat, yeah.
But we are hopelessly, hilariously outgunned.
My people want nothing but peace with your plan.
S.H.I.E.L.D. monitors potential threats.
Captain America's on threat watch?
We all
Not
are.
your concern, Doctor.
You're on that list?
Oh, you think this is influencing their mind? Yeah, right? Because it's a mind control device.
Is he manipulating it from there? How?
Oh, that's a great chess play right there.
Look,
he knew that he would get captured. His scepter would get analyzed.
Everything's upside down.
Yeah, it starts getting tilted. The camera too, just like in Thor. The whole Thor movie was disorienting.
A suit of armor.
Take that off. What are you?
Genius, billionaire, playboy, philanthropist.
I know guys with none of that.
She's like,
Penny you.
You're a laboratory experiment, Rogers. Everything special about you came out of a bottle.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Neither of them are actually true. Come on.
They're just doing what Loki did to Natasha.
Gosh.
It's literally trying to pry and you know, cut at the weak points.
Because Tony ceased the weapon production of Stark Industries, so he does do selfless things and
Put on the suit. Let's go a few rounds.
ooh.
You people are so petty.
Says the petty king right there.
The cell was just
In case you needed to kill me, but you
See?
can't. I know, I tried.
What?
What the heck?
I didn't see an end, so I put a bullet in my mouth and the other guy spit it out.
That's dark. Holy.
Dr. Banner. Put down the scepter.
See? It's controlling them.
But I was gonna say Cap stuff doesn't come out of a bottle because he's always been selfless too.
Oh.
Ooh.
Put on the suit.
So now they have to put their differences aside to save the day, right? Like that's the whole premise.
It's like put on the suit, and now
Yeah.
it's like put on the suit quick.
Come on, friend, put on the suit. Ah, my leg.
Okay.
Oh,
Ooh,
she's
no.
stuck with the beach. Oh no, imagine. Oh man. So they're trying to extract Loki. This is an extraction mission. I don't think it's a destroy the Avengers mission.
Mm. Eesh.
Oh.
Oh no. Oh man.
Oh, she's free. But now she has to play cat and mouse with this thing. Oh. Damn, it looks way different from the Incredible Hulk film we saw.
It does.
With Edward Norton, right?
Yeah.
This one, it seems like they retained more of the facial features of Mark Ruffalo
Mm.
in the CGI.
The other one was emo.
Yeah, the other one looked like a
He had the hair that
like
was
the
like
lead singer of Green Day.
he was like this.
Yeah.
One more turbine goes down and we drop.
Ooh. That's what they want. Because what better way to take down an empire than from the inside?
The inside.
Right?
Yeah, you divide them, right? You divide the army amongst itself.
I need you to get to that engine control panel and tell me which relays are in overload position.
I don't think he understood what the command was, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like in there?
It seems to run on some form of electricity.
See? He's like, go in there and do this in relay position. Blah, 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 blah.
Oh my god.
And he's like, okay.
Oh my goodness. How do you tame that thing?
And she's limping too. Oh, he's fast.
Ooh, why is he chasing her down?
Oh my god, look at this shot.
Woo!
Oh. Oh, Thor. Let's
Oh,
see.
now these two could go hand to hand.
I think it's only Thor, right? Thor's the only one that could really face the Hulk.
Heck yeah.
Try to think!
Woo!
Damn.
But Thor is strong to, hold back that punch.
Yeah, and to even take that punch and not die.
You'll get shredded.
That stator control unit can reverse the polarity long enough to disengage maglev, and that should...
Speak English.
Slow the rotors down long enough for me to get out. Stand by it. Wait for my word.
Steve is good at following orders, and Tony's good at initiating process and action.
Mm-hmm.
And Thor is good at protecting humans. Right? So, like, maybe he sees a little bit of Jodie Foster and Natasha, Black Widow.
Yeah. Jodie Foster.
Isn't that the name of the lady? Or am I thinking of a different person? I don't know. Jane, right? Jane? I don't
Jane
know.
Foster.
Jane Foster? I said what, Jodie?
Wow, his hammer is that heavy?
No one can pick it up.
Wow, not even Hulk. That's impressive to find out.
Yeah. That lady's good at pointing out the obvious.
Oh.
And good at headshots. Never mind. I take it back. Sorry.
Target engaged.
Oh, that's not smart.
It literally does nothing to him.
Yo, he could jump far and high. That's crazy.
Oh my gosh, I do not want to be in this person's position. Parachute.
Oh, he said, That's, it still worked. Okay.
Got a parachute.
Damn. Hawkeye's a smart cookie.
How do you... Can't someone use the scepter and break the mind control? Or break the scepter, right?
Yeah, like, has anybody tried that?
Like, just snap it.
Captain America with an assault rifle is such a weird sight.
Yeah.
But I guess it does embody the epitome of military prowess, American military prowess. Oh, no. Oh, just like a matador. Yeah, that was a meathead move right there. That was like waving a red flag. Oh, God.
He just gives him too much benefit of the doubt. She could probably snap him out of it.
So we have KGB versus CIA, right? Essentially, what's going on here? We got like Cody Banks versus Black Widow.
No way. His hammer could break through that.
Move away, please.
Oh, is he wielding a Hydra weapon?
Even I don't know what it does. Want to find out?
This kind of looks like a Gears of War. Oh! Oh!
No!
Oh, the holograms. That's right. He could duplicate himself.
No.
Oh. Ooh, right through the heart, too.
Why is he doing this?
Because he wants to undermine his brother.
His brother's the only one giving him the benefit of the doubt. It's like his
I know,
brother's...
but he sees it as pity and as a sign of weakness for like towards him, you know?
God, that's ridiculous.
Because he's conditioned himself to understand that Odin took pity upon him, so now he thinks Thor's doing the same thing and he's tired of it. So he wants to prove himself as powerful, you know?
Yeah.
Not just an orphaned brother and son. Yeah, this mind control is pretty strong.
Ah.
Ooh. Oh, that's gonna hurt in the morning.
Yes.
Oh. Oh.
Oof. Good. Oh. Give him a head injury, maybe.
Just one more for good measure, just in case.
Wow, look at that. Plummeting. He could break out of it. Come on,
yeah, it's just hard to get an angle shot. Oh, he did it.
Woo!
Where's my hammer? I forgot. Oh, here.
Oh, yeah.
I got it right here.
You lack conviction.
I don't think I...
Oh, trick shot.
So that's what it does.
Oh, man. I hope he doesn't die. He's the only one of these S.H.I.E.L.D. people that I trust.
Coulson?
Yeah.
I don't trust any of them.
I trust him. Wow, look how fast. Oh, God, oh, God, oh, God.
He's gonna get,
Woo! No!
Oh, he's gonna turn into ground beef. Oh, he's still good.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. Close call.
So next suit upgrade?
Yeah, it's like be resistant towards ground beef. Oh, the villain escapes again. Causes chaos. Narrowly escapes. Damn. Okay.
These were in Phil Coulson's jacket. Guess he never did get you to sign them.
Bloodied.
There was an idea called the Avengers Initiative. The idea was to bring together a group of remarkable people, see if they could become something more, see if they could work together when we needed them to fight the battles that we never could.
He's a good storyteller.
Yeah, he's I don't know, he's weaving up a narrative epoxy, of sorts. It's like glue, like he's trying to catalyze them into action, bolt them out of apathy, which is manipulative, but Coulson gave him the green light.
Is he naked?
You were awake when you fell.
Wow.
Big and green and buck-ass nude.
Oh no, you got shorts.
He survived that fall though. What? Like
He survived the suicide attempt. Oh, he's sobering up.
How'd you get him out?
Cognitive recalibration. I hit you really hard in the head.
Redemption arcs.
Barton has a bunch of red in his ledger now. He was killing people left and right.
Well.
But it was Loki, right? I
Yeah.
That's what he wants. He wants to beat us. He wants to be seen doing it. He wants an audience.
He does want an audience, yeah.
Right? He wants flowers. He wants parades. He wants a monument built to the skies with his name plastered.
Stark Tower. I mean, he's basically describing Loki as an aspect of himself, right?
Wow, look, he knew exactly where he was.
Yeah. But the difference of Stark is that he has a lot of self-awareness.
And he earned it. Come on, he's literally a prodigy.
Yeah, Loki has like a narcissistic personality disorder, right? It's like he thinks he knows everything else, but he doesn't really know himself too well. And then Stark knows himself because he spent that time in exile in the cave.
Yeah. Wow, look at all the men.
Let's go.
Bringing their powers together. Wow.
They were in Coulson's locker, not in his jacket.
Oh, he bloodied them up on purpose. See, it is manipulation. All of it is.
They needed the push.
But Coulson gave consent to do just that.
Yeah. But still, like, you can't trust S.H.I.E.L.D.
It's basically like, do the means justify the end, type of thing.
Yeah. So I think, like, just like Tony believes, like, don't fight for S.H.I.E.L.D., like, fight for what the greater cause is.
Yeah.
Shut it down, Dr. Selvig.
No, he's still under the control. Somebody's got to hit him really hard.
Okay.
Oh, that'll do it right there. You just got to hit them in the head.
So the Mark 7 is not ready for deployment.
Then skip the spinning rims. We're on the clock.
Mach 7. Suit, probably.
That's the name of the suit? Mark 7?
Yeah, I guess that's how they describe it, right?
Yeah, it's like different iterations, right, of like weaponry in the military. That's code for it, I guess.
Seen a bit of mileage, and you've got the glow stick of destiny. Would you like a drink?
The Spear of Destiny.
It's all on you. Because if we can't protect the Earth, you can be damn well sure we'll avenge it.
Oh, that's where the name comes from.
Mm-hmm.
Performance issues, it's not uncommon.
Oh.
Oh.
How doesn't that... Oh my goodness. That's why he designs these suits. Whoa.
Skydive. Wow.
Oh, he's always ready. Love to see it.
Shoot.
How didn't the glass hurt him still, though?
I know, right? It's like, that's real glass on your skin.
His name was Phil.
Ooh.
Phil Coulson. It's for Phil.
Oh no, the portal.
I like the idea of avenging, right? Because it's hard to protect against the unknown, so you're gonna avenge it.
That's usually how hero stuff works, right? It's like only when there's they can't prevent the chaos. They could only do damage control.
Yeah, damage control. That's basically what they do. But they cause a lot of damage, though, it seems, right? Like, they cause more damage than they avenge.
Yeah.
So what's the cost there?
Well, the cost is like world domination if you just let people come in here. Look.
Yeah, but then you hand the world back to the S.H.I.E.L.D. agent, the shadow government, you know, councilmen, whatever those people are. A council of weirdos. So it's sketchy. It's sketchy either way. Look at that. It's like you're avenging, sure, but...
Ah! It's always New York, too.
It is always New York. And it probably feeds off of the 9/11 fears, right?
Yeah.
Which, by the way, you're not allowed to film in New York City. I don't know if you knew that. So what they do is they computer generate most of the city, and they take pictures and images of the city whenever they depict it. Or they record in Chicago.
Interesting.
You can't fly helicopters low in the city to capture the city.
I see.
There is only the war. So be it.
This does read like Shakespeare. That's crazy. There's no stopping it. There's only the war. Very smart to capture the 9/11 terror and feeling, right? Of debris falling from the high building.
Woo! He should just put his hammer on him again.
I know, right? Just like put him in timeout.
I'm calculating a couple $1 million in damages here.
I know, right? Oh, they keep on coming. Ooh.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
What is that thing?
That's like a giant space whale or something.
Wait, that's a creature? That's not like a ship?
It seems alive, but it's also doubling as a mothership. Because from my understanding, they're kind of like hive-minded creatures, you know? Like they don't really have independent agency.
It's too late to stop it. No, we can together.
It's never too late, brother.
I know. Come on, please.
Oh, I knew it. I knew it. This guy can't be trusted, yo, Loki.
Stab you in the front and the back.
I know, right? He sees human sentiment as weak.
But the human sentiment of his, like, insecurity is literally that. It's literally human sentiment that's making him do all this stuff.
His insecurity is childish, right? He keeps pointing fingers at everybody else.
Gosh.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, they avoid ownership.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like he avoids the ownership.
It'd be my genuine pleasure.
Captain.
He has a bunch of specialized arrows, which are really cool. Very nice. That bus has 1, 1, 2, 3 on it, and I just added up the numbers, and it adds up to 7. And it was Tower 7 that fell, right? During 9/11?
I'm not sure. Unfortunately, I was only 1 year old at the time.
You need men in these buildings. There are people inside, and they're going to be running right into the line of fire.
Why the hell should I take orders from you?
That's why.
I need men in those buildings. Down and away from the streets.
Smart man.
I'm going to set up a perimeter all the way down to 39th Street.
Smart man. Smart man. See how it's like moving its mouth?
Yeah. Oh no. Not the hot dog cart.
I know, right? This is the same bridge that Will Smith in I Am Legend has that iconic scene that I saw growing up. It's been so long since I've seen that movie. We should watch that movie. And he talks to the mannequin and he's like, Frank, I know it's you, Frank. Oh, I hear growling. Oh, I thought it was growling. I was like, oh, shit.
Oh, now we're talking.
Sorry.
No, we could use a little worse.
Oh, is there a love interest building?
I'm bringing the party to you.
Oh, I see why the Hulk is important now. you need like a Hulk level threat, right? To justify.
Yeah, you need Hulk strength here.
Mm-hmm.
That's my secret, Cat. I'm always angry.
Oh, shit! This Hulk is so cool.
Ooh, right in its fleshy interior part. Wow, decapitated.
Ooh.
Oh, the full team's together. Look at this 360 shot. From this day forward, they became the Avengers. Oh, there's
my gosh. Oh my.
I thought that was the mothership. Oh, that's too much.
They need to close that freaking
Until we can
portal.
close that portal, our priority is containment.
Congratulations, you're as smart as Captain America.
Okay, Marvel, sign me up. I'll write the script.
Oh, you turn it to Ash. And give me a lift?
Right.
Turn it to Ash. Ash Ketchum?
And Hulk. Smash.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
man.
he took leadership there, huh?
Yeah, right? It's like finally, he's like coordinating and strategizing.
Come on, Stormbringer.
I wonder if Odin is watching everything, just observing his two sons battling it out, using Earth as a playground.
Yeah, I'm sure he just lets them
Yeah, just
handle it.
Just let them work it out.
Sir, the council is on.
What is this council? Is this like the deep state? What's going on here? So much destruction. Holy cow.
Boy.
These people didn't evacuate yet? Like, come on. What are you waiting for?
For this. They're just enjoying the show.
Yeah, until they are, and look.
Ooh.
You sure about this?
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Damn.
Oh my gosh.
Turn.
Oh, she's controlling him. Wow. Oh, that's cool.
Ooh, teamwork.
That's really cool. It's cool how the camera work is kind of passing on the like passing the baton, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Transitions.
Wow.
That's really cool. That's a great way to do it. Because there's so many like personalities on screen that you would wonder how could they possibly fit everybody together.
Yeah, like give everyone a moment to shine.
Exactly. Our Grand Central Station. Oh no.
Finally took it down.
Oh.
Okay.
I'm not your friend yet, he said.
Oh.
Oh, he's back. Okay.
Shut it down now. He could shut it down, right?
I don't know.
Ooh.
He should find a way to make his shield come back to him, just like hammer, just like Thor's hammer.
Yeah.
Recognize the council has made a decision, but given that it's a stupid-ass decision, I've elected to ignore it.
Some of that Pulp Fiction came out.
Until I'm certain my team can't hold it, I will not order a nuclear strike against the civilian population.
Nuclear strike on everyone? See?
It sounds like a little bit of an inside job to me.
I got him.
Oh. Oh. Never mind. Then he got uncrowned, you saw?
Yeah, his crown fell. From hubris, right? He thought he had it.
See?
Oh.
Oh, yes. I've been waiting for this moment.
Green versus green.
I am a god, you dull creature, and I will not be bullied by
Oh my gosh.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
puny god.
Oh, he speaks. Oh, shoot. Puny god. Damn. He's not wrong.
And earlier, Thor was saying that the humans were puny.
And petty, right? Petty humans.
Yeah.
I built in a safety to cut their power source.
Loki's scepter.
What?
Able to close the portal.
Wow.
Damn, a whole building, another building.
Sir, we will lose power before we penetrate that shell.
No.
Jarvis is what ChatGPT wishes it was.
Jarvis, you ever hear the tale of Jonah?
I wouldn't consider him a role model.
Tale of Jonah, the whale. He's gonna go inside.
Swallow.
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
Really smart. Oh, we got some Batman grappling action.
Wow, there's still so many.
They gotta close the portal, otherwise they're not gonna stop coming in.
Director Fury is no longer in command. Override Order 7 Alpha 11.
Confirmed.
7-11. 7 Alpha 1-1.
What? They're gonna do it?
Oh, he got the wrong plane.
Oh.
Oh, that's the one.
You have a missile headed straight for the city.
How long?
3 minutes, max.
His power's going out. No.
Oh man.
Oh, it's getting tense.
Blow up the entire island of Manhattan. That's crazy. Look at that. One little missile. How did she get the scepter?
I think they had it the whole time.
Stark, these things are still coming. I got a nuke coming in. It's gonna blow in less than a minute.
Oh man.
Oh.
Send it through the portal and then close it.
I know just where to put it.
Oh shoot.
Shall I try Miss Potts?
Might as well.
Because he might not make it.
But clearly it is outmatched.
Oh, he won't even be able to say last goodbye. Damn. It's funny because Captain America said that he's not the type to put his life on the line.
Wow.
And here he is. That's kind of messed up though, because the council did that. So it's friendly fire technically.
Oh man. Let it go. Oh gosh.
Damn, he's deep in there. Sheesh. Wow.
Wow, look at that.
See, like if you attack the true mothership, then the hive follows through.
It's like their lifeline.
Mm-hmm.
Come on.
Wow, it's like a supernova.
Oh, he made it.
Did he?
He did.
Oh, he did, okay. Oof. But he's unconscious. Is he gonna make it?
I know. Come on. Whoa!
Oh, shoot. Man. Because they're friends, right?
Oh my gosh. Hulk in his Hulk form.
He's got a soft spot.
Oh, stop. I'm gonna cry.
I like how they removed the mask to show that Tony saved them and not Iron Man, you know? It humanizes him. And when the reporter was reporting, she said, oh. That scared me a little bit.
What the hell?
Wow.
I'm gonna put that as my alarm.
Please tell me nobody kissed me.
Nobody kissed me.
He's looking at the people around him. He's like, I don't see Pepper or at least Natasha here.
Yeah, where's my secretary and my wife?
Oh man, this kid is so awesome though.
Still gotta deal with Icarus over here. Oh.
Mess with the wrong people.
Nice.
I'll have that drink now.
Oh, now he wants it.
Yeah.
I think it's too late for that.
I don't think so.
Oh, they fixed it in no time. Great.
Superheroes in New York.
Come on. He's
Be held responsible for the destruction done to the city.
Are you kidding me?
Their fight. Where are they now?
Tough questions.
Politicians are great at pointing fingers, right?
I
That's why they got
know.
those fat, stubby fingers.
Like you guys weren't about to nuke the whole thing. What the heck?
Look, they put a leash on him.
And the war criminal Loki, who should be answering for his crime. Oh, I think he will be.
You can't impose human laws on a god. That doesn't work.
So Nick Fury made a different call.
Mm-hmm. Or he did it to manipulate the Avengers to accept him as an ally now. So I don't know. Nick Fury's kind of iffy still. I don't know.
No, but to take the Tesseract away, that's a pretty big commitment. Time to upgrade those suits.
He's gonna upgrade everybody's suits probably.
Oh, and he has to remodel Stark Towers.
And she still gets 12%, I think.
Yeah, she will have 12% of the say. Oh shoot! It's
Oh, just the A remained.
Avengers.
Wow, that's actually really clever.
I hope he keeps it that way. Really, really great. Let's see if there's one of those post-credit things. Shout out Kevin Feige.
People said in the comments of the past Marvel movies that there's 2 or more post-credit scenes always.
Oh, okay.
They are unruly and therefore cannot be ruled. To challenge
All right, we got Giga Chin over here. I heard that guy's responsible for the eggplant emoji. He was good. He was good friends with Steve Jobs. All right, so after the credits, so I'm assuming that's the guy who gave Loki the scepter and gave him the Chitauri army. Oh, they did end up eating the shawarma.
Oh, I've never had shawarma, so
I've never had shawarma. We should have shawarma. We should have it, and we should review local shawarma spots in honor of this film.
look at them. They don't even have anything to say. Damn, they really went right after the fight.
This is great because it humanizes them too. It shows that they're hungry, you know, like they also have hunger.
Yeah.
They eat like us. Interesting. Distributed by Walt Disney Studios Motion Pictures. Marvel. Very cool.
Whoops, sorry.
Very cool. All right. We're going to take a quick bathroom break, and we will be right back with the conversation/discussion. Let me take my Iron Man suit off, deactivate for a little bit, and we will be right back. All right, guys. So you may have seen her in the Avengers. I want to introduce you guys to Natasha, aka Black Widow. No. Keep it on. He's both. He's also Slytherin. Jesus, Shadow. You just spit everywhere with your mouth. All right, tell him to sit. Sit, buddy. Sit to get the treat. Come on, sit. You got to make an appearance. All right. Now, wait. Hold on. Oh, the other way around. Here we go. We got the true Black Widow right here with us in studio for a post-viewing interview. We're going to discuss your red ledger, the red on your ledger. We're going to have a serious conversation about just what it was that you've done, Miss Natasha. So if you could stand into this camera and commit all your crimes, please. Confess all your crimes for us. And what is your relationship with Clint Barton, if I may ask? Are you planning a romantic relationship with Hulk, a.k.a. Bruce Banner? All right, thank you so much, Natasha. That's all we got. That's all the time we have. Please don't assassinate me. And yeah, you may find your way out of the studio, please. Go the other way. The headphones. The table. Everything. Oh my God.
Ooh, that was quite the movie, huh? That was fun. That had everything that you could ask for in a superhero kind of action movie.
And that's probably every kid's dream, right? Because as a kid, I would always dream of witnessing those crossover episodes on like Disney Channel and Nickelodeon, Cartoon Network. And I don't know how many of you guys remember, but like Jimmy Neutron did a crossover with Fairly Odd Parents. Hannah Montana did a crossover with Zack and Cody. And there was always this like build up to that happening because it seemed like they were all in separate universes. But then once they were on screen together, it felt almost alien.
Yeah.
Or kind of like too good to be true, kind of like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like very, very interesting.
But it scratches an itch. Like
That's what I'm saying,
seeing all of them together, like, man, eventually, like the way that they all intertwined and the chemistry and everything, it really worked.
It really worked, which is very hard to do, right? Like it's hard to have that many personalities on camera, and it's hard to weave a story where they all kind of complement each other. And that's what they used Coulson for. And obviously the Tesseract, you know, like it's kind of like a MacGuffin, you know, like it's a plot device. It's a narrative epoxy that kind of glues everything together and justifies everything and all of them being there.
Yeah.
Yeah, like what are your thoughts? Like do you want to start or do I start?
You start as
always.
As per usual.
Okay, so the Tesseract is really interesting because essentially they were talking about harnessing energy from space, and it's a self-sustaining infinite energy source, which is what Loki was always alluding to, and he was kind of scoffing at the fact that, you know, like it's interesting to see what humans could do with such power in their possession. And Loki was always kind of just toying with them, you know, kind of like dangling it in front of them. And S.H.I.E.L.D. fell for it, just like a nice dog. S.H.I.E.L.D., you know, ran after the scent of this possible infinite energy source that they were immediately thinking about using to develop weapons of mass destruction. Which reminds me a little bit of Operation Paperclip, which is essentially after the Second World War. I think it's Operation Paperclip, but after World War II, a lot of Nazi scientists were recruited covertly to assist American scientists in developing top secret confidential weaponry and projects. And that's a real thing that you could look up. So the fact that S.H.I.E.L.D. has in their possession all of these old Hydra weapons, you know, that have been decommissioned publicly, but are, you know, still in their possession. They're still actively working on developing them. That was interesting because it, you know, speaks from Captain America's perspective, which is a 70-year-old plight, you know, that's still recurring. It's still happening to this day. So not much changes, and nothing changes unless something changes. And it seems like it's just still an ongoing arms race, you know, with the militainment of America.
And that's why they were easy, like, it was so easy for them to snuff it out from the beginning. Like Tony and Bruce, like Bruce had said that it was a terrible idea, and Tony had known that there was more to it that was being kept concealed from them. And, you know, that's why they made that whole homework, you know, whatever they call this, so elaborate about all of the things to make it seem like they're giving them all the information, but then still withholding the information that, you know, about themselves. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's funny because Tony Stark and Bruce Banner are both two people who had kind of like a close connection to like generals, if you will, right? Because you have Hulk's love interest. Her father was a general. And Tony Stark's father was in bed with a lot of the U.S. military, right? Because he's an arms dealer by trade. And so you know that they understand what public perception is versus what real intentions are, you know? And most of these politicians and most of these government bodies, they have ulterior motives that if they were to disclose it with the public would just turn on the whole system itself. So it's kind of like lying. It's kind of like playing a parent, you know, like that's what the government does a lot. And that's what Nick Fury was doing a lot too. So it's kind of the Machiavellian, you know, like do the means justify the ends. And for Nick Fury, he wants to secure the planet by any means, even if it comes at the sacrifice of, you know, like certain morals and certain ethics.
Yeah.
The Tesseract itself is a hypercube, right? It's a fourth dimensional, like 4D structure kind of. And I've heard a little bit about hypercubes when I was in school, right? Like it's kind of one of those things that the teachers like to kind of showcase just to kind of like wow the students and to make them fall in love with math, but it kind of made me dread it more. Yeah, like it made me dread it way, way more than it kind of pulled me in at the time. But the whole idea is that it's like a cube, every side is a square, right? And the cube itself is a 3-dimensional shape, and then every side is a 2-dimensional, you know, plane. And so it's like multiple dimensions in one. And then the hypercube, from my understanding, it's like each side is a cube. So each side is a 3D face. And then like it's kind of trippy. Like I can't really explain much about it, but that's what I remember about it. And the idea to me is kind of like, basically, it's basically the Tesseract in Interstellar.
Yeah. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
It's the same thing. So it's supposed to represent, I think, in the movie as a plot device, it's the portal going from the 3D known dimensions in space and time, right? You know, up, down, side, and all that stuff. And it's supposed to represent the transcending of the 3D reality into this 4th dimensional plane. And I think that that's what the awakening in New York City was supposed to represent, not just for the citizens who had a rude awakening with the Chitauri army kind of invading their space, but also for the Avengers who realized that, oh, so there are bigger threats out there. There are unknown threats. There are things that we don't even really know about, and even Thor. So like Thor doesn't really know, like he knows a little bit, but he's not very familiar with what's going on either. And he's from Asgard. So.
Yeah. And it's super interesting that you say that, because whenever they were speaking about the Tesseract in this movie, like when Selvig was possessed under the mind control of the scepter, he says that, he said something about how the Tesseract showed him the truth.
Right.
Yeah, so he said it's more than knowledge and that it showed the truth. And then interesting to connect it to your point, because it's an imperceivable thing that we can't perceive because we can't perceive like 4D. We can't perceive like anything above 3D. Then it's literally so expansive that that's probably what was revealed to them.
Right.
It's like the ability to perceive something that's imperceivable to the human mind.
Yes.
And that's why,
which is what they call 3D flatlander, essentially, right? So it's all like if we were in a Super Mario video game that is in 2D, right? You could only go side to side and up and down. Like you can't go the extra dimension of like depth, right? So if a 3D cube, a regular Rubik's cube popped up in that world, we wouldn't perceive it as a 3D cube. We would only see segments of it.
Yeah.
So we would see it in a way that abides by our 2D reality. So the same happens with the Tesseract, and that's why it appears as a 3D cube, but then harnessing that infinite energy is what's kind of an echo of its potential, I guess, if that makes sense, you know? So that was interesting to me about the whole Tesseract cube, because it's not just for energy harnessing. It's not just for, like moving the story along, and it's not just for unifying the heroes. I think it's a statement. It's a statement that the unknown is always lurking beyond our perceptions or beyond whatever we are capable of perceiving. And it's up to us to kind of be prepared and to kind of harness that sense of unity. Sorry, I got shadow hair now. That sense of unity to be able to tackle these unknown things and to be able to decipher higher dimensional planes.
And isn't that a real life thing? I think we talked about it on the podcast before about certain groups trying to open portals.
Yes.
And to get into other dimensions of space.
Yeah. There, I don't know if it's specifically this, but we spoke about like CERN and how like CERN is trying to basically like unlock secrets of the universe, and people, there are conspiracies of like people saying that it's dangerous, and they're like meddling with the laws of physics, and they're going to break the fabric of reality or something like that, which is essentially what happened at SHIELD. So SHIELD has echoes of the CERN, that I think it's located in Switzerland, I believe, but it's a large hadron collider. And basically that's how they try to study the formation of the universe, the Big Bang, and they're trying to recreate certain events that happened and that kind of led to what we know now as, material reality. Because if you think about it, everything, came from nothing, so it's basically what they call 0-point energy systems also, because 0-point energy systems, and maybe this is like too far gone for you guys, but like hopefully it makes sense to someone out there, but like it's kind of 0-point energy systems, from my understanding, is that, which the only reason I know this, by the way, is because I've been studying religions, like I've been studying like mythologies and trying to understand like what all of them kind of point towards. And the idea is that that nothingness is filled with potential. Yeah. So it's the paradox, it's the yin and yang, it's the contradiction, it's the drama and the comedy, it's the union of opposites that seem like they're opposites, but they actually form a whole. So cosmic fluctuation is that there's an ongoing eternal hiss that's happening everywhere in the universe. And that no matter what you try, you can never turn off the energy in the universe. Like there's no amount of freezing that could happen. There's no amount of like vacuum. Like even in an absolute vacuum, which does not exist because of this principle, there are fluctuations of energy. And then from those fluctuations of energy, that's what they believe that the Big Bang kind of came from. So like there was nothing in the beginning, there was nothing. And then out of nowhere, there was something. So something sparked, because from that fluctuation, there was enough agitation that led to a domino effect. And that's what they believe is the Big Bang. So the Big Bang is like it's expanding, and then it's going to contract, and then it's going to expand. So it's a breathing universe. It's kind of like a flow. It's kind of like a wave. But the whole point is that they're like in the absolute vacuum of space where you perceive nothing. All of the nothing that you see is infinite potential.
Yeah.
So the Tesseract is essentially a visual harnessing of 0-point energy systems placed into a singularity point that allows them to then aim it and harness it for whatever they want to do.
I've seen something about this. Like you can use the example of like an empty room, right? Where it's not actually empty because there's energy existent in the room. So even if a room is unfurnished, the fact that it's gonna kind of hard to explain, but the fact that there's space in the room means that there's something in the nothing.
Yes, it's
kind of like
full.
trippy, yeah.
Yeah, so the cup is never empty.
Yeah, interesting.
According to physics, like there's no such thing as an empty cup.
Yeah.
It's always filled with ether, right? And then there's like certain terms that like alchemists in the past or occult philosophers, like they would refer to it as the ether, and a lot of them would refer to it as like the prima materia, which I'm gonna just say it in Portuguese because it's easier for me, but prima materia, which is the stuff of stuff.
Yeah.
And that's what, in my opinion, the Tesseract here is trying to like represent.
Like primal material or like first material or something, right?
And then it's indicative of human nature that the first instinct is to harness and study it for production of weapons of mass destruction. And also, like the subtle nods throughout the film of what the government is capable of doing, which is hacking everybody's phone and microphone and every web camera that you think is off in your room right now. Or if you're watching this and you have a computer close to you, then the government, if you're an object of interest or a subject of interest, then they're going to use that as legal precursor, right? Precursor, I don't know legal
precursor,
jargon.
But perfect segue because
legal precedent, sorry.
The movie literally opens one of the first scenes of Loki saying that we crave subjugation, right? And it's interesting that you say that because it's a conversation that we've already had in the past on like other videos and stuff, but the idea of like trading off like government trading off like protection and safety in exchange for your freedom.
Yeah.
And so like that's what Loki is kind of like just stating as the obvious. It's that we constantly do that, whether we do it subconsciously or consciously, but we trust in a government that monitors everything, that builds weapons, that does God knows what, and we do it all in exchange for this illusion of like comfort and lifestyle and living that's under their control of. It's like super trippy when you think about it.
Freedom is just an illusion, to quote the great philosopher Jermaine J. Cole. Freedom is just an illusion. That's my conclusion.
Yeah.
Right. So like, because think about it, freedom and safety, you said, two items.
Yeah.
Safety is being reinforced by the Avengers, who are held hostage in the helicarrier thing, right? In the helicopter thing. So they're being held hostage to kind of be of service for S.H.I.E.L.D. And then S.H.I.E.L.D. is under the command of the Council. And the Council is this shadowy group of individuals who we have no real understanding of. And Nick Fury is this one-eyed dude who, in my interpretation, represents maybe the third eye, like it's the embodiment of vision. So he just needs one eye because he sees like one eye is enough. Like it's the one eye of God. It's the one eye in the pyramid. It's the one
Odin,
eye.
yeah.
It's the eye of providence. That's what I'm looking for. So the eye of providence, anthropomorphized. That's a tongue twist. An anthropomorphized eye of providence brings everybody together and foresees the threats in order to assemble the unit that's going to kind of like save the world. But then it's really just saving their interest, their vested interest. Because just like Tony Stark said, if they were developing self-sustaining energy systems, then he's the guy.
Phase 2 was already in the works.
Phase 2
Avengers
went wrong.
Initiative already existed before they even knew that there was going to be Chitauri falling out of the sky, which is strange. It's like, what were they anticipating, that they were already having these things in motion, like Avengers Initiative, Phase 2?
Can I tell you?
Go.
It's just to retain world supremacy, kind of like on the global stage. Like we just recently, well, the whole world, and by we I mean the whole world. But just a few days ago, I think it was yesterday or the day before, China literally showcased a display of force on the world stage. China alongside Putin and Kim Jong-un. So the leader of North Korea, the leader of Russia, and the leader of China. This sounds like an Avengers movie. Three of them were showcasing their military balls, literally just on the world stage. And so I think that that's what everything is always geared towards. It's always geared towards just defending the interests of a minority who control the majority. And the way that they control the majority, which we were kind of discussing this earlier when we were observing that there were kids coming home from school, and both of us were just making conversation about like, damn, like, do you remember when we would come home at 3 p.m. and stuff? But I just like jokingly said, like, yeah, like they're going to the Rockefeller University and the Rockefeller Elementary School and because it's the same system that's been grandfathered in and nobody questions it because the system itself makes you not question it. And that's why there's like slow unravelings of like how history has been distorted. Christopher Columbus, the true timelines of human history with like archaeological discoveries that are being unearthed every other day. So it's just a lot of propaganda that's just being approved so long as it satisfies the needs and the objectives of the small little councilmen, you know, which you also see on TikTok. Like you'll open up TikTok and see those videos of city councils and state councils where the citizens get to speak for like a minute or 5 minutes. They approach the microphone, and then you see a lot of citizens like basically messing with the politicians and just wasting their time. And I love those videos because that's exactly what they're doing to us. Like they're just wasting our time, and they're just like they're basically effing us.
Yeah, yeah.
And they smile through it, and they smile and they convince you that they're not. So I think that that's what it kind of is. It's just control. And then you see Trump, for example, having dinner with the mega minds of tech, you know, Mark Zuckerberg, Sam Altman, the dude from Google, the dude from Apple, Steve Cook.
Tim Cook?
Steve Cook is a bodybuilder.
Tim Cook?
Tim Cook.
Hey, I got it right. I don't know nothing about nothing.
It's because I was thinking about following Steve Cook's workout plan, and then it just filled my brain. But Tim Cook, they all sat with the great leader Donald Trump, and basically they went around the table, basically massaging his balls in public, essentially, like verbally giving him a massage.
Pause.
I'll like bleep that out maybe or whatever, but like basically just kissing up to him for a lack of a better term. And these are the successes of our society that our society has produced. Like these are the businessmen and entrepreneurs that everybody kind of like looks up to and everybody glorifies. But then you see that, you know, even they have to kind of bend the knee a little bit, you know, and they have to kind of kiss the ring. And it's a sad sight because that's the first sign of a dictatorship, essentially. It's when free enterprise becomes elusive. Like it's not real. It's not substantial. It's more so of a package that's sold in order to keep the population at bay. And then they just like, I don't know.
Yeah, it's like when it's like, just to compare it to like the Marvel, it's like when they try to seize the suit from Tony, and then he says like, no, this is it's basically his, like he claimed his autonomy from the powers that wanted to control that you know, tech and that power that he created.
Yes, individual sovereignty. Yeah, exactly that.
But then we don't see that in like
in
we
the
don't
real world.
Yeah, we don't see that because
all
people
you see
are
is
always
like
under
Elon
a thumb.
Musk like showing up with a black eye, and you see these entrepreneurs all paying Trump, you know, like they literally like publicly, I think, right? Because Trump kind of like legalized cryptocurrency or like passed a few laws kind of under the radar so that he could get paid in forms of bribes from cryptocurrency, from world leaders, from business leaders. And so it's kind of one of those things where if you want to, succeed more or make more money in your business, you have to make sure that you give a piece to to the big leader of the country. Otherwise, he'll make it very difficult by passing laws. So it's like leveraging and it's arbitration, and it's kind of disgusting, honestly. But
it's important stuff to talk about, because then we could just sit here and talk about the movie, but the movies, like, they're literally alluding to what real life is, and like movies, books, everything you read is just a reflection of reality. Like everything you read, you watch, like it's all supposed to hold up a mirror to what we experience like in the real world. It just in emphasized or magnified or sometimes dramatic or animated ways, but
inflamed, right? Like it's the inflamed parts of us that we often ignore unless it's packaged beautifully for us to consume.
Yeah. Well said.
So I really I really appreciate the Tesseract because it's a simple cube, but the implications of that cube are astronomical, literally. Like it's okay. And then the next thing I put, I make weird notes, and I only made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lines of notes, but the next line is Clinton, Barton, Black Widow. So basically I think that you were onto something with the KGB. And then I think I nailed it on the head when I said Dwight Schrute was her commander. That
one was the most accurate.
I think that's the most accurate kind of like statement through this whole video. But KGB versus essentially CIA is what I'm dubbing SHIELD as. So you have these different interest groups, but they're kind of humanized still through a common value of loyalty and devotion to a cause and to a truth, I guess. And the truth is mercy. I think that both of them have a soft spot for mercy, and I think that that's what Bruce Banner also has towards himself. And maybe this gets a little bit meta, but speaking of Zuckerberg, but it gets a little bit meta because I think that the whole Hyde and Jekyll framework that the Hulk kind of like beautifully fits. I think that the Hulk, the beast, is a beast, but has a soft spot, and the soft spot is kind of tickled by mercy. And that's why when Bruce Banner tried to take his own life, the beast exercised that mercy. And so I think that mercy is not always beautiful, but I think that it's almost intrinsic.
Yeah.
And you can't really bypass that intrinsic essence of human nature.
Yeah. Wow. It's very, very interesting you say that because what was I gonna say? The Hulk when he is falling to the ground, right? And then the guy that was there says he saw the whole thing. And then he says that the Hulk, he tells Banner that the Hulk was awake the whole time and that he made the landing. So he still ensured that he would land that landing and survive.
There you go.
And while awake, so consciously making that decision still to save. And it's interesting because it makes you think, just like you're saying, right? There's also like a Frankenstein relationship, which Victor Frankenstein is the one named Frankenstein and not the monster. The monster is called the monster, just for
Frankenstein's monster, right?
Yeah, Frankenstein is the scientist and the monster is called the monster. But essentially, there's a relationship just like that where Victor Frankenstein, which is Bruce Banner, is a genius, and then the monster is the Hulk, and ironically, the monster is the one that craves the approval of Victor Frankenstein, while Victor Frankenstein rejects the monster that he created, essentially. And then, interestingly enough, to what you're saying, the monster saves Bruce whenever he saves his life, when he tried to take it with the gun and when he, when he lands that landing. And then it just shows that in contrast, when Bruce is talking about the Hulk, he speaks about him in like a detached way and even refers to him as the other guy. But then to the Hulk, I'm sure they're literally one. And so he's saving himself and like, you know, so he has like, it's interesting how he can have like a connection to himself in the most monstrous form, but then in the most human form, he's the most detached from himself because the Hulk is himself. He can't deny that part of himself.
Which in the Carl Jung philosophy and like Jungian sense, right? Like that's the shadow integration, which is kept at bay. So the more you kind of try to brush it under the rug, the more it gets inflamed. And there's even a child story, right? About the dragon in the house or something. And the kid was trying to like hide a small dragon that started growing and growing and growing until it basically took the entire space of the house. But he was trying to hide it from his parents until it got to a point where the house itself was like became the dragon.
Wow.
And I think that it's interesting what you're saying is that like, what if the Hulk's destructiveness when he becomes the Beast, what if that's directly proportionate with his love for himself?
Yeah.
Right. Because, or lack of, right? Because like, that's the point is that because he's struggling to integrate this other aspect of himself and become whole, he becomes by default more stratified and more kind of like destructive outwardly, right? So what if we see him kind of like go on this journey as we progress through the Marvel films where he begins to integrate because by the end of the film, we see that his secret is that he's always angry. And so we already see that he has more of a control towards the end of the film, whereas he lost control on the helicarrier thing. So it goes from losing control and almost killing Natasha, which maybe was a trigger for him to whip himself into better management of that and to maybe accept it. So I think acceptance might lead to a less destructive Hulk and a more kind of like, more kind of
like
organized
useful,
Hulk.
Yeah,
like organized, like more objective, you know, like less chaos for the sake of chaos.
Yeah.
Because it's more, you know, like a lot of it is the reflection and the projection of the interior.
Yes, yeah, because the Hulk is just like raw, uncontained power. And then just like you're saying, like it makes sense because when you try to brush something off, it's almost like a rug and you just see the lump under the carpet constantly. And then you can try to ignore it, but it's there.
It's just like a pebble in your shoe.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so like that's pretty cool.
Very interesting.
Natasha Romanoff. Okay, and then phase 2, Avengers Initiative. So phase 2, you know, was the whole idea of the weapons, which we already kind of covered. Hydra. Oh yeah. So Hydra, Captain America motivation. So I found it interesting how they did a great job with like motivation, right? Because I think that heroes need to have a motivation, and they appealed to each one of them, like each of their motivations kind of like intrinsic, and they were all kind of different. So for Captain America, the moment he saw the Hydra symbol in that folder that Nick Fury handed to him at the gym in the beginning, he like immediately became a soldier again, right? So it's tapping into that thing. Because if you think about it, he went to sleep one day and then woke up 70 years later, and in his brain, he probably recollects the last 70 years as if it was yesterday.
Yeah.
You know, so it like he doesn't perceive time in that way. So he's always going to default to his baseline of being, which is a soldier.
Yeah.
And that's why Loki addresses him as a soldier. And so I think that that's cool how like each of them has their own motivation. Black Widow was motivated by Clint Barton being captured because she feels like she owes a debt to him, or maybe there's a love interest there somewhere. And then you have Bruce Banner, who is helping people in India selflessly for no profit at all, right? Like he probably doesn't take that girl's money, right? She like comes to him with like whatever money her family has, and he probably doesn't accept that because he's doing it out of his heart. And then you have Iron Man. Iron Man's whole idea, his whole thing. Well, I forgot what Iron Man's thing is, but he's just happy to be a part of something, right? Like he wants to be a leader of a team. And he's also like a learner, right? Like he loves to learn through new experiences. So he wants to be a part of that.
Yeah.
And so on and so forth. So, and then Thor's motivation is rescuing his brother, and then Loki's motivation, in my opinion, is to undermine his brother's authority on Earth so that he can somehow, in his twisted sense of being, is that he wants to prove to Odin that he's more useful to Odin than Thor is.
Yeah. It's kind of like, see, you it's still always about becoming the king of Asgard, because he still refers to himself as that, even though it's not the case. But it's what you're saying. It's like he's projecting that constantly, because that's his one true desire, is to be worthy enough, even knowing especially that he isn't blood connected to Odin, that he could be the heir to the Asgardian throne. And so just like you're saying, like Thor's responsibility is to protect the realms if he's meant to be the king of Asgard and step into Odin's shoes. And part of those realms is Earth, is Midgard, and protecting that. And if he can't do that, then just like you're saying, it does undermine him, and then it does kind of make Odin, raise an eyebrow towards Thor. And like, just like you're saying, that's what Loki thinks. But again, it's much more complicated than that. And I think it's just sad because in his case, like it's really going like way too far over the edge, because he's taking like a rejection wound or like an abandonment wound or whatever it is, and just causing all this unnecessary chaos when he could have a family. He could have like all the admiration and respect and everything of all the people of Asgard if he were just selfless in service and not self-grandizing and self-absorbed.
And like his like sobering moment might be that, like power is very elusive by nature. It's like power is not meant to be wielded by anyone or any one thing. Power, just like with the 0 point energy thing and like cosmic fluctuations, is that power exists everywhere. Yeah. Power is omnipresent, so you can't really wield it. And so I think that to that point, I think that Loki was born for a specific purpose. And until he kind of accepts that purpose without, convincing himself that he's deserving of more, then that's humility. And humility is just accepting that you are who you are and you have what you have and you work with what you have and you work towards becoming better each day. So yeah, I think that that's, part of his whole thing is that he's the fallen angel archetype. He stumbles on his own hubris kind of, and then he loses his mantle. He loses his sense of placement in the whole universe. And now he's going to be imprisoned, by his own family.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but I do like just like we're seeing with the Avengers, there's no such thing as like too far gone, because Black Widow has a past of killing people, and Tony Stark was involved in weapon, the weapon production and distribution and stuff. And so it's kind of like there's always still the possibility of a redemption. And the fact that Thor literally like insisted on giving his brother the benefit of the doubt and not wanting to accept that he is far gone and that he is like this darkness consuming him should snap something in him where it's like, like even if it's human and it's emotion and maybe he still sees that as weakness, it's like he literally spared him from, a more permanent punishment that he probably would have faced on Earth, just like they were saying, like he would have been a war criminal and they would have freaking tortured him and done whatever else,
Yeah. But one last thing that I wanted to just point out too, the obvious thing is the 9/11 fear mongering that's, threaded throughout the whole film. And it's, playing off of a relatively fresh experience that a lot of New Yorkers and Americans had to deal with. And what's interesting too is that since that event, I'm pretty sure that you're not allowed to like fly helicopters through New York City for obvious reasons. Like you can't fly anything like at a certain level. And so a lot of filmmakers resort to computer generating everything, and they essentially like take photographs of like the inner cities, and that's what they did for the original The Last of Us, I believe, and the early Spider-Man games that came out for the original Xbox and the PS2.
Oh.
Is that they like go with like physical cameras and they take pictures and then they recreate and reconstruct these edifices. And then the parts where they are filming kind of on the live set in movies based in New York City where these disasters happen in airplanes and helicopters and stuff, aliens, they film it in Chicago because it's similar enough. Like it's like a similar kind of high-rise city.
Grid-like structure,
Yeah. So I found that interesting, and like it's very well made. And then during the like shots of them flying, like when you see Iron Man flying flying in the middle of the buildings, it's very close up so that it blurs the background just enough where it tricks your brain into believing that it's real.
Yeah, and interestingly enough, just like you're saying, it's always New York or California or whatever in the movies, but New York specifically is interesting because the 9/11 events, even though it happened in New York, it seems like it affected everybody in this country. And so I think that just like you're saying, like they use New York in these movies, and it's almost always New York City specifically, or Manhattan or whatever it is, because of what you're saying. And like it triggers, everyone connects to it in a way, even people who have never been to New York, it's like,
you know why?
Why?
Because of the barbarians at the gate.
Yeah.
Idea. It's like there's a external enemy.
Oh.
So like that's what the Bush
bonding over,
that's what the Bush administration did very masterfully, is that they really kind of made a certain people as the enemy of another people, and then really sold and really ingrained that through Hollywood, through depictions. And to this day, there's like subtle and sometimes blatant racism towards a certain people because of these echoes of a specific group that had a vested interest, these like radicalized groups. And it's, like that's what it is. It's just like a common enemy. So like that's what we want to kind of always have. And because a common enemy brings us closer together is the idea.
And uses like a scapegoat, which you were mentioning. Having a scapegoat is usually what happens. Speaking on that really quick, well, first let me just say this. Another thing about New York, and I think it's also like a more subtle, intricate explanation, is that because it's so structured, that when you wreak chaos in a structured environment, it really amplifies the chaos of it. You know what I mean?
That's a good point. It's kind of like Jenga.
Yeah, like if you were to do it in like a farm, in like a rural area, you're not going to get that same level of like destruction that's happening versus when it's like buildings are crashing and windows are breaking and people are running, and
because everything is so fragile too, right? Like it's all made of glass. Like it's all transparent. It's made of glass. It's almost like it's made of paper toys or whatever. And everything is designed to be specifically like perfectly measured so that it doesn't do that.
It's like King Kong. Like I haven't seen that since I literally saw that in theaters
I've
as
never
a
seen
kid,
King Kong.
and that was the last time I saw it. But I'll never forget. I think that's the first movie I ever saw in theaters.
I used to have a friend whose parents let him at the time play the King Kong video game on PS2, and it was. At the time, it was the highest graphic game that I had ever seen, like a first person. It was like, it looked crazy to my like 7-year-old brain or whatever it was.
That's crazy.
But like, that's all I know about King Kong.
But same idea though. It's like big ape in a city.
Hulk
it's
creature,
like
right?
Exactly. And that's why that's why that movie was so like, it's so big.
There had, and then another franchise that I have not really seen except for do you guys remember that early 2000s iteration of Godzilla. I don't know if it's just called Godzilla, but there was like an early 2000s one that my mom would like watch, or like she bought it on DVD or something, and then I remember seeing that movie as a kid. I don't remember much about it nowadays, but Godzilla is literally the manifestation of the collective unconscious of the Japanese people, because it represents nuclear destruction and chaos. And it basically embodies the unconscious fear of a nuclear apocalypse.
What even is Godzilla?
It's a reptilian, cold-blooded monster
Like
that comes from the sea.
It is?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I've never seen Godzilla.
Because America was testing nuclear bombs, I believe, or atomic bombs in the ocean. And so those like big mushroom clouds, that's what it's supposed to represent in like a form of like a being that kind of relates to what we see on Earth, which is like a lizard.
That's the SpongeBob theory, right? The Bikini Bottom is like a nuclear kind of
and that they're all radioactive and shit. Which speaking of radioactive, the gamma radiation, like gamma radiation is basically like the most potent form of photon, right? Or the most like powerful photon or something, or dangerous or something like that. But gamma radiation is supposed to, like, if you're exposed to gamma radiation like the Hulk was, you're not supposed to survive that. And it's supposed to basically like break all of the bonds of your DNA, because it does something like ionic attraction or something, like it ionizes it or something like that. But it breaks all of the bonds. And so the idea is that the Hulk is able to kind of like go from Bruce Banner, which is a regular human with like a specific amount of mass, to the Hulk, which is like doubling, tripling, quadrupling his mass instantaneously, like without ingesting and eating anything. The idea is that he pulls from essentially the cosmic fluctuations, right? From my way of understanding it. And he pulls from that potential that's all around him, and he somehow converts that. So he is a walking Tesseract. So that's my understanding of that too, is like he is the Tesseract in a breathing form.
Yeah.
You know, and like he shows like what happens when it's untamed and when it's tamed, and when it's channeled also. So I think that, like it's just interesting, like the sci-fi and the superheroism with the science, like it doesn't always click perfectly, but it's interesting. And then the Iron Man thing, the arc reactor is like essentially a small star, you know, like it's a nuclear fusion device that's happening in his chest. And they're just now, like scientists in the real world, like they're buying up lands, like acres and acres of land, just to construct one of those. So, and Tony Stark made that in a cave.
Yeah.
Which is interesting.
There's so much I want to say, and you're gonna have so much to say based on the notes that I have to say, because
I'm gonna pass it to you now because I'm already done with mine.
You're done?
Yes.
Okay, well,
if there's anything else, I'll just jump in.
Yeah, first and foremost, let's see, what do I start with here? Okay. Oh, speaking on the Hulk, just so we don't get off of that, the Hulk stuff. The Hulk became the Hulk by trying to replicate the super soldier serum, right? From my understanding. And interestingly enough, like I just connected this now as you were like talking about it. When Captain America takes the super soldier serum, he becomes like the perfect soldier, right? Like enhanced, but in a way that's not monstrous, very, very human still, like very like leader-esque kind of, right? And then on the flip side, when we watched the first Captain America movie, we see Red Skull, who also took the serum, right? It was the first person to take the serum and turned into the Red Skull. And that was supposed to be essentially like the idea was that it's a reflection of the person. Because then we also see the Abomination take it in the Hulk, and he became what he became. And so it's just like this pattern. And then interestingly enough, like when you really think about it, if Hulk is supposed to be a reflection of the result of the super soldier serum that he took into that, then I'm curious to know like what is it in his past that he represses, or the anger that he harbored that created where he dually became both stayed Bruce Banner but then could transform into the Hulk, you know?
I think that it emphasizes, just like you're saying, it emphasizes, it basically brings you to the limits of your potential, whether it's good or bad, right? So Captain America went from a scrawny kid to then he became like jacked, but then it's not abnormal, just like you said, like it's kind of like within the realms of possibilities. So he goes from 50% charged to 100% charged, and that's his form. And then Red Skull goes from 50% charged, that's just like a crazy kind of like power-driven Nazi general guy who kind of like goes off the rails and wants to create his own Reich and conquer the world in his own way. So he's hungry for power, just like Loki. So then that emphasizes him as like a devilish kind of figure. And then so forth. And with the Abomination, right? He just becomes the embodiment of Abomination, which is just power for the sake of power, you know? But I think Hulk is that he has so much potential intellectually, and his like consciousness is capable of expanding, and he even passes, I think, Tony Stark in certain ways, and that's why Tony Stark said that it's like his work rivals none. You know, like not even himself. So I think that Bruce Banner has this like potential for expansion, and it's the expansion of his consciousness, I think, and also the capacity to love and to have empathy, which is what shows in India, is that he's a very loving and empathetic person who's learning to expand himself, and that's what the Incredible Hulk, the past film, showed him meditating and trying to, you know, like harness that power.
Yeah.
So I think that that's what it did for him, is that it just kind of reflects his ability to expand mentally.
Interesting that you say that too, because isn't that the idea of like, I forget what it's called, but you've said it before, the Atman, or I think I've also read it in a book as a daimon. The idea of like the full integration, or like the perfect, or kind of like the indestructible spirit, right?
Yeah.
And man, does this movie literally with like held that up the whole time? Because when you think about this, look, because I was like observing this, when Hawkeye gets controlled by the scepter, mind controlled by the scepter, it doesn't taint his ability and his talent at being a precise archer.
Yeah.
So that innate natural talent stays. That spirit of precision archery is indestructible. And then same thing for like Tony Stark. Like you put him in a cave, but he's still a genius, and then therefore he can create scraps, and that doesn't matter. Like under any circumstance, that the preservation of his ingenuity is there. And then the same thing with the Hulk. It's like despite turning into this monstrous being, when Bruce Banner is Bruce Banner, his mind isn't corrupted. He still retains like his brainiac knowledge, and it's super, super, like it literally is like dragged across each character, and it literally shows that whatever your innate spirit is, like it's completely indestructible by nature.
It's always going to be preserved.
It's always going to be preserved. It's literally your guide. It's your guiding point, no matter the circumstance. It's literally the driving force of your like essence, kind of, you know? And I just thought that was interesting. And then you can even see it with like Black Widow, for example. Like she has spy abilities that she learned from the KGB, but then she integrates it into now saving lives instead of taking lives. And then it's, you know, it's like a flip side, but then that ability stays there. It's like even through the trauma of being that like assassin that she probably was, she retains the ability to do those things still, but now do it for
good.
The use of good, yeah.
Yeah, and then good is always going to be subjective, right? And like that's the whole like morality of like technology, for example. Like is a piece of technology good or bad? And the answer to that is usually, well, it depends on who's using it. So if it's being used by a certain group, then it might have that outcome, and by another, it'll have another one.
I think one thing I would argue like is always bad is weapons.
Weapons
is always bad. I think that there is no good in weapons. I don't think that there's good in weapons, and I think that that's also what the movie demonstrates. It's that when you get your hands on weapons, or when you're building weapons, you're only waging war. Or
Against
you're
yourself,
only
too.
creating destruction. There is no peace in weapons in any capacity. Like, even if you're like, if it's hunting, whatever it is, or defending, to even have the weapon to begin with,
I see what you're saying.
It's like a domino effect of the chaos that follows it.
I believe that ties into chaos theory, and there's a thread within that theory that kind of like touches on intention and how like intention kind of gives off a certain kind of like wavelength in the brain, right? Like MRI scans and stuff, or whatever they do with the brain to scan it. Like it's shown that when you intend on something to happen, usually usually you are priming your reality to receive or to make that something manifest. So like my theory with like dash cams inside of vehicles, right? People who put dash cams inside of their vehicle to like protect themselves against like insurance fraud from other people trying to brake check them and get money off them, or whatever it is, or just accidents. Those are the people that capture the most amount of accidents, are the people who have the dash cam. And the same with people who have licensed firearm carry. You know, it's to protect me and my family. I carry this around in Walmart to protect me and my family. It's like, yeah, but then those are the people that actually have confrontations where they have to use it maybe, or they have some unfortunate event that involves that firearm. So I think that the intention is always like an indicator of the outcome. You know?
Yeah, because it's like the arguments that people like, not to like mention, it might be a trigger warning, but people like have the argument when it comes to like school shootings, right? It's like, oh, like, is it a mental health issue or is it a gun issue? It's a gun issue first and foremost. It's a gun issue, and then it's a mental health issue. Because if the gun didn't exist, it wouldn't happen.
Well, if
you
the
know what I
mental
mean?
health issue didn't exist, then the gun wouldn't have been purchased.
Yeah, but if the gun didn't exist, it wouldn't happen. It's kind of like...
But it could happen without a gun. It could happen with different weaponry.
No.
Because you see it in prisons, for example. The only reason I'm like going against it is because in prison, a toothbrush becomes a weapon.
Yeah, but then
depending on the mind
to that
that's
degree,
making it.
you know what I mean? It's like, obviously it's a mental health issue, but I think in this like school shooting, it's like, you know, like the
no, yeah, of course,
I don't know. It's
like whatever you could get your hands on to wreak the most havoc and
Yeah.
destruction, if that's your intention on like destroying the world. Like there are certain kids who tweak to that point mentally where that's what happens.
But I think that it's just like what you were saying, like about flexing, right? Like North Korea and China and Russia and the US does it too. There's no denying. It's
They
like
do it in Hollywood. Like this is considered militainment. It's a showcasing of American prowess, American military, you know, like supremacy.
Yeah. But then it's exactly that. It's like, I think that, I don't know. I think that it just, what you're saying, like it just invites more kind of like polarity and more conflict.
Conflict is good for the business owners of like weapons and war and people who profit off of it.
It's crazy though. Okay, the next point I wanted to make, let's see. Actually, I could go in order here. Staying on the Hulk a little bit, he, interestingly enough, because Tony Stark pointed it out, he said maybe you should like unleash it, you know, like don't walk around slouched, like be upright and stuff. And then the irony is that Bruce Banner is constantly walking around slouched and tiptoeing is what he said. Like, don't tiptoe, like strut.
Yeah.
He's constantly tiptoeing because he's scared of like losing his control and stuff. And he's constantly trying to tame it. But then when he's in Hulk formation, he's completely upright and then it shows the expression of what's being repressed. And then interestingly enough, when you look at the first Hulk movie that we watched, I think that there's a blatant like change in the appearance, because in the first Hulk movie that we watched, which is the origin story of the Hulk, and then obviously they try to still retain the storyline even though there was a change in the actor and stuff, but he blatantly looks emo because he's very depressed about this kind of like transformation, and he's literally trying to cure himself of it in that first movie. Like he's actively seeking a cure in that movie. Like that's what the whole movie is about.
He's not emboldened by it.
He's not, and he's also not like trying to control it, but then by this point of the movie, completely different. Like even just the subtle change in the hairstyle, like going from the emo to like a normal now hairstyle that's like more up and stuff in the Hulk transformation. And then seeing how Bruce Banner now in this movie doesn't try to, he already tried to take his own life. He already tried to cure the Hulk. He already tried everything, and he's exhausted his efforts, and now he's already in the acceptance phase. And so that's why the Hulk transformation changes from the emo like in the cave where he's sitting next to the what's her name?
I forget her name.
I always forget. Erwin. Betty Ross. Erwin from
Erwin from the Lord of the Rings.
But Betty Ross, and then he's like all emotional and tough and sulking, but then here it's like Hulk is like he's always angry because Bruce is angry that he can't do anything about it. And so that comes out. Yeah. And so it just comes out full-fledged in the Hulk formation.
Which is essentially like he has to live with himself. So like how's he going to get rid of himself while he's still alive? So he has to accept it.
But it's really, man, the idea that it's really beautiful. The idea of what he said, like that the Hulk spits out the bullet. It's like, literally saves his life time and time again, and then it puts things into perspective. Like Tony literally told him, you could have died, and so you're literally blessed to be alive, even if it comes at the cost of transforming into this thing.
Yeah.
But then also a fair point is that when Natasha is saying like I swear on my life that I'll, like when she's like trying to calm him down, and then she says, I swear on my life, he turns to her and he says, your life, and like starts screaming and then starts transforming into the Hulk, because he is constantly living in fear for his life, because ever since he's become the Hulk, he's put a target on his back. Like they've literally tried to kill him time and time again. Like they still have methods to kill him, which they created with that cage that would drop him 30,000 feet. Yeah. It's like he in that moment, as he was transitioning, like you could still see the human in his eyes before he went full Hulk. Like you could see the sadness, because he's like, that's what he's like harboring inside. It's like that constant,
it's like a deep depression.
Yeah, like that constant fear, survival, always like
trust too. Like he's not really eager to trust and make friends, and like that's why Tony Stark kind of like has to poke him a little bit, and literally does poke him.
And that's why he even tests her when they first interacted, and then he like pretends that he's gonna lose it, and then her immediate response in that moment was to point a gun at him, and and that's what he understands is his reality, is that the minute he switches, people no longer treat him as a human. They treat him as the monster that he's portraying.
People approach him already with a kill switch.
Yeah, exactly.
In their pocket.
And that's like, when you think about it, it's like so sad. It's sad that he lives with that. It's sad that that he has to live with that in his human form and in his Hulk form. Like his body is taking on all the trauma of the bullets and stuff, which we saw in the first movie. As he's like taking a shower in his human form, he re-experiences the trauma of the bullets that were shot at him. And
that's why when that jet was like firing at him, like you could see that that's his biggest kind of like pet peeve. And that's why he just derangedly kind of like destroyed that jet.
Like, of course he's going to want to constantly keep it under control. It's his life literally depends on it, because at least ironically and sadly, but him trying to take his own life, at least that would be in his control, versus it constantly not being in his control, with other people trying to constantly take his life if he goes into a Hulk transformation.
You know what's interesting that like you like bring up control is that I don't even think that taking your own life is in your own control, kind of.
Yeah, no.
You know, and I think that that's what it's trying to like showcase, is that like that's not the answer, and like that's what the Hulk is doing. But with the control of like, with the people that are under Loki's mind control, quote unquote, is it mind control if their minds have been expanded through the thing that's supposed to control them? Because if the staff is connected to the Tesseract, then the Tesseract represents infinite truth, is what they call it. It's more than knowledge, it's truth. If it unveils, you know, more than what they previously knew, then while they're under mind control, they're actually expanding their consciousness. So in a sense, it's a blessing that they were under Loki's control, or under the control of the scepter, because the scepter expanded their consciousness. So I think that when you're confined, I think that the confined space, or the thing that confines you, teaches you of what's on the other side. You know, like it teaches you of its own limitation, and then forces you to understand your limitation. And that's what the cave in Afghanistan served for Tony Stark. Was it's this confinement space, but it's also a place that made him reflect on his own confinements, on things that keep him confined. And so he learned about the cave and learned about himself. So the environment is usually conducive of either expansion or contraction. And like that's a philosophy that Virgil Abloh, rest in peace, but like Virgil Abloh basically said that if you put this notepad inside of a garage, then it's just miscellaneous junk. But if you put this notepad inside of a glass case in the museum, then it becomes art. So that's essentially what it's all about, is that, you know, control and confinement, it like for the right hero can serve as a catalyst for expansion. And I think that there's no expansion without confinement.
Bruce Wayne
In the hole.
in the hole, yeah.
See, so like that's where he learns that like exactly what he needs to do to save Gotham.
Yeah, and that's like the irony of it, right? Like the contradiction of it, because in Hawkeye's case, you know, there's the expansion, like you're saying, but then it also comes with the flip side of the heavy weight of the reality of, you know, kind of being bent against your will, and the darkness of it, the darkness that comes with it. So you do receive the light, and you do learn the light, which now he probably will be more autonomous in how he wields his weapons and his skill set and stuff, and very diligent about that. But then on the flip side, you carry that trauma still, you know, until you overcome it. And so it's always like there's a price to pay, and that kind of is what happens. It's like you have to pay your life, you have to endure suffering and struggle in order to kind of blossom.
And all of them are forced to be confronted with their own traumas, right? Because of the Tesseract and the cube and everything, and the scepter. And I think that even Hawkeye, like him killing all those people was maybe just atoning for the sins of the past, right? It's kind of like retelling of the sins of the past, because he was also like always this hyper loyal, obedient mercenary who follows the chain of commands. And so the Tesseract maybe confined him in that prison of himself, of his own duty, which is what you said, is like he didn't lose his prowess and his ability to be a marksman and to be accurate with his arrows, but it kind of limited him to just that action. So he was soulless. So I think that the soul, or the spirit, or the gut feeling, or whatever you believe, your heart is what atones for your unconscious way of living. And then the same thing with the scientist guy. The scientist guy, very smart, you know, kind of like allowed himself to go AWOL with the whole science stuff to the point of creating a new universe and to the point of destroying his own planet.
Yeah.
So I think that that's what happens.
Selvig, you're saying.
Yeah.
Interestingly enough about Selvig, as he was under mind control, from my understanding, he put a shutdown switch.
Mm-hmm.
And isn't that interesting? Because even if his intention wasn't shut it down to save the world, because he's so brilliant, he knew that it's only common sense to have a shutdown switch.
Yeah, because like truth requires a balance.
But that's crazy. Like
destruction and order, right?
Even
Chaos
under
and order.
Yeah, like even under the mind control, he just like retains the kind of like, like how to, I don't know, like the diligence of what is required as a scientist. Like he already thought of it, even though he's unconscious,
because he's acting out his highest unconscious wants and needs.
Yeah.
So he's a professor that maybe wants to win a Nobel Prize, for example. So the Nobel Prize would require him to pursue this Tesseract project, even if it's being orchestrated by a demon, evil intergalactic demon or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, but because he wants the Nobel Prize, he's still applying the principles of balance to everything that he's doing. And so that's why I think that it inflames their current kind of objective. And then you see Captain America kind of confronting his own Clint Barton nature, which is following command. It's like he's starting to doubt a little bit and to kind of develop his own sense of agency because he's a man out of time.
Yeah, it's crazy how all of it really was about like, self-sovereignty and autonomy. Like it really is all about, I don't know. And
confronting yourself.
And honestly, Tony Stark is the pioneer for that. He's the pioneer for that for all of them, kind of.
Yeah.
And that's why he's the one at the end, right? Like
because he has to serve as the example, right? Like he has to serve as like the leader, like the leader has to lead by example.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can't, because I think that Nick Fury asked one of the councilmen, like, how much action have you seen in the field? Like those men in suits, those men and women in suits, they're not on the front line risking their lives. They're just pencil pushers who are giving out commands. And so Tony Stark decided to be exactly what Captain America said that he can't be.
Yeah.
And Captain America's definition of a hero is timeless because he's a man out of time.
Mm-hmm.
So if whatever he defined as a hero to him in his book is sacrifice, and that's Jesus, and that's, like that's the common trope.
Yeah.
Of like heroism.
Wow, like it was a great movie. I don't know if I have like much else to say.
We said a lot already.
I know.
It's already midnight.
But I was gonna, let's see if maybe there's like something that I could add in there. Just a quick observation, like Captain America's the first Avenger, but the Marvel started with Iron Man, so it really is like both kind of two leader roles. Like they're the ones that take the most initiative.
Apparently there are like non-canonical Marvel movies. Like there's an earlier Hulk film that somebody commented on, the Incredible Hulk film, because we thought that was the first introduction, but there's an earlier one that we have to cover. But by non-canonical, I mean like it doesn't align with the broad kind of like MCU universe that they ended up building. Yeah. So it's kind of like a one-off series. And so the same with the Sam Raimi trilogy of Spider-Man and a few other films like the X-Men we have to watch. Like we have to start that journey. But it all eventually like ties in, to the modern. I don't know how many movies there are.
Yes.
But like Marvel stamping, like with the stamp on it, like there are earlier movies is my point.
Yeah. Gosh,
which we have to check out.
We did great for our first time. Like I know it's a lot, I know, but here, hold this for some power.
Oh yes.
You have the power, Thor. We're almost done. Oh, these are just quick little observations. It's interesting that one thing I wanted to point out very quickly is that Tony Stark is already skeptical about Nick Fury from the get, because when he sends Natasha as his secretary, he was completely fooled by and already like looking into her history because, you know,
because she knows Latin.
Yeah.
And
and then finding out that she's a SHIELD agent. And so he already questions like, what is it that Nick Fury is withholding in terms of information?
Like, what's next, right?
Yeah. And then another random funny thought is that Steve Rogers, he refers to Natasha as ma'am, and most women, like whenever he's speaking to them, he addresses them as ma'am. And that used to be something that was, I put like, it used to be endearing and respectful, but now when it's
Nowadays, you'll get
used,
slapped.
it's like insulting. And so
If you go to the wrong part of town, you'll get slapped.
Times have changed. It's like if you call someone ma'am, they get insulted as if you're like, you know, saying that they're old, essentially.
Yeah. Like if you go to the South, like deep
Yeah.
South, and you call somebody ma'am, then they'll find it endearing.
Yeah.
But if you go to a Starbucks in New York City, like they'll cancel you immediately
Like,
for
ma'am?
being
Yeah.
for being a sexist, whatever. A list of names they'll call you.
Let's see. Na, 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 na. Oh, that they pretend to have code, that they're just liars and killers working for liars and killers. Like that's so like Loki brought up fair points, but then he's also just part of the same problem. But he did bring up fair points. And then, because the movie opened up in Germany, and that was also like the setting in the Captain America movie, and we saw that was literally the Nazi, you know, unraveling going on. I think that's exactly why they did it again in that location, is because he's supposed to demonstrate like a charismatic leader. Like he comes down super kind of trying to put on like an elaborative display, right? Like he goes from being dressed all like fancy to changing into his headdress with the horns, and it's supposed to be an intimidation kind of tactic, yeah. Because then people are like, oh, like who is this person that can multiply himself and that is dressed this way? And
Omnipresence is what he was trying to mimic.
Exactly.
Kind of. Is that like you can't escape his presence, and also he used that sacrificial stage is what it seemed like, because it had like an image of I think it's the ancient Sumerian depictions on it, but definitely something to do with like Zoroastrianism or something like that. Like Zoroaster was like the god of that religion or something like that. But there were ancient kind of hieroglyphs and two bulls, and so, you know, in the age of Taurus, you know, like during like the peak ancient Egyptian society, they would worship certain deities depending on the position of the stars and which, you know, like thing that they were in.
Yeah.
So he literally put the human there and then did a human sacrifice in front of all the other humans. And so that was like a callback to like ancient kind of like this visceral feeling that we have towards leaders who abuse their powers, and they consolidate their position in power by instilling fear in the masses. And that's why he resorts to subjugation tactics, which is why he said that we love being subjugated and we love following rules, but that's not true. It's just that we are hardwired to either fight or flight.
Yeah. And it's just our way of kind of like, just like you were talking about earlier, it's seeking out like a symbolic paternal figure. And so we relinquish our control for that illusion of like security. And then the idea is that all that really is like us avoiding responsibility.
Yeah.
And then that's what we talked about before in older videos, like Jean-Paul Sartre talks about bad faith, and like that's what that is. It's like when you so committed to the roles that you play in society because you are just scared of taking responsibility of true freedom and true kind of, you know.
Yes, because comfort is the Trojan horse of control.
Yeah, but see, like truth is real even if it's messy, and comfort is just like false, it's just fake. It's like, it's not real. Like, even if it's comforting, it's just not real. And so that alone is just, it's not worth it.
Speaking about taking on responsibility in order to kind of deserve and kind of like obtain your own freedom, right? In ancient Greece society, like that's essentially like that was the norm, is that every citizen was required to kind of like participate in the state and in politics and the military. And so you had people like Socrates who was in the military and then also participated in the political arena. And I think that was the way that they found for each person to become their own father and their own mother, essentially. So like what I mean by that is that nowadays we kind of abdicate certain responsibilities and give it to these organizations and these structures that claim to have our best interests in mind, but they're so kind of like disconnected from the day-to-day human plight that they're the type to basically authorize a whole city to get annihilated and to get nuked because there's too much of a disconnection. But these are the people that we look up to, and like leaders and celebrities and like all these people that we kind of vicariously emulate and like live through. But then the idea is that you have to step into your own superstar and your own superstardom and your own, governance and govern yourself and have agency and have authority over your own reality.
Yeah.
But we give that up for DoorDash, Uber Eats, Uber, and schools and systems and jobs, 9 to 5, paychecks.
We give up autonomy, like with ourselves even. Like we give up autonomy to our fears, our insecurities, our pride, our depressions, our anxieties, our like we're constantly giving up our like ability of mastery and true freedom, like true liberating freedom, like for the comfort of familiarity of, just
instant gratification,
scapegoating too. It's like if you could just brush things off as it's like this fear or this insecurity or this whatever it is, then you're like, you don't ever have to like take yourself out of your comfort zone.
And speaking of Plato, like Plato speaks to the allegory of the chariot, and basically you have the charioteer, which is the person that's commandeering the chariot, and the chariot is pushed by 2 horses with wings, right? Like 2 representations of Pegasus. One is white and one is black. And the white horse represents the spirited aspect, and the black one represents the like physical, carnal needs and wants kind of like human experience. So like lust and gluttony and basically the capital sins that later got assimilated into the Catholic system. But that's essentially it. So the job of like each human has the job of keeping both horses together or in alignment with whatever the charioteer, which represents the rational mind essentially and the rational being. It's the person that you want to be your own father, your own president, your own governor, your own mother, your own everything. Like you want to be self-sufficient, autonomous, but not a man on an island. Like you want to be that in order for you to be of service to the world and help others kind of elevate to that standard. And that's what a bodhisattva essentially is. And that's what what a good Christian tries to do, and what good people all around the world, whatever religion you subscribe to, that's what they teach you to do, is kind of elevate other people so that they can develop that sense of truth.
For the collective. And wait, really quick, kind of like steering off a little bit, wasn't there something that you were like learning or talking about, like Ark of the Covenant or something?
Oh yeah, the Ark of the Covenant is interesting because it's kind of like a rudimentary, there are theories that it might have been a rudimentary electrostatic capacitor. So like basically that its design having two plates of gold, and then one. It's kind of like a long story, but like basically the design of it is essentially an electrostatic capacitor, because it has an inner layer of gold and an outer layer of gold, and it's made of acacia wood, which is a natural dielectric. And it has these poles that have the like holes on the outside so that it can be carried without touching it. And there are stories and myths of people who touched it by accident to like level it while they were transporting it, and they got shocked essentially, and they perished because of that. And the outfits that they were wearing also was conducive for creating more static energy and building up that energy. And then on top of the Ark of the Covenant, there's something called the Mercy Seat, and essentially it's like it's a copy, or it's an assimilation. How to explain this? It's a Jewish assimilation of earlier Egyptian the proceedings, I guess, right? I don't know, I'm like too far gone to really kind of capture it, but the idea is that they took inspiration from ancient Egyptian culture that used to have the barks of Anubis, and they would carry and do these processions where they carried this ark. And then on top of the Egyptian arks, you had idols and you had gods that the Egyptians worshipped, that many say are in alignment with the constellations and the seasons. But what the Jewish people did is that they removed or what Moses, like more specifically did, because Moses grew up in the palace of the Pharaoh, right? So he witnessed it up close and firsthand. So he brought that back to Israel, and he took out the idol, and he just put the mercy seat where there's two cherubim or cherubim, however you want to pronounce it, with their wings perfectly angled and enough space in between where they left like a little gap where essentially that electrostatic energy would build up, and then you would see the spark kind of connecting there, because just like with the lightning rods on top of like skyscrapers that collect lightning or attract it, the pointy ends of these wings would create a corona effect, which when they're being carried and transported in front of the masses, the people believe that that was the manifestation of God. So electricity became the manifestation of God, is the theory of the Ark of the Covenant, essentially.
And can't you connect, I don't know if you can, but can't you connect that to like the moment when Thor's hammer hits Captain America's shield? Is that like a similar, I don't know, you know how it like emits like this light?
Yeah, they believe that, well, there are theories, right? None of this is proven, by the way. It's just a theory. It's just a fun way of like looking at the past. But there are theories that when they took down the walls of Jericho in that story, they were circling around the walls for like 7 days, apparently. And that the electrostatic capacitor amplified the sonic power of the horns, of the ram's horn and the brass horns that they were using, and they directed the sonic waves and basically created like a rudimentary kind of like sonic blast that weakened or matched the natural frequency of the brick walls of Jericho, or the mud walls rather, and then it kind of like just made it weak enough so that they could penetrate it. And there was also a story of how the Philistines, they stole the Ark of the Covenant, but then they started suddenly having tumors and rat infestations and ecological disruptions that led a lot of people to believe today that might have been like radiation poisoning or like aftermath of radiation. And there was other instances, I think it was Moses, who spent some time with the Ark, and he would return with his face kind of like radiating and like super bright, and that he would have to put a veil over his face for a few days in order to recover from that.
Wow.
And so people thought it was also radiation. So either it's a nuclear device, or it's an electric device, or it's an amplifier of sound that they used to destroy stuff.
So actually,
used in warfare, I should say. You
could connect it to gamma radiation then, right?
You could, yeah, if it's proven, but nobody really knows.
I just heard you kind of like learning about it, and I was interested to see if there was like any connection.
It's because I talk out loud when I like learn stuff. I try to like teach myself. Like that's the best way that I can grasp onto complex ideas.
Then let's see if I have anything else.
And it's all just theories, guys, by the way. Please don't crucify me.
Is the timer?
No, you still got time.
What did I want to say? Oh, another quick observation. Tony Stark is constantly modifying his suit in order to, like, every time he goes into battle with somebody, he modifies his suit based on the weaknesses of his suit from that battle and applies it. And it's interesting because the suit at the end, when he puts those wristlets on, and then it comes towards him and comes flying, like, that was still not finalized. And so it was a risk, but he was like, forget it, forget like the, finalizing it, and let's just roll with it because we're kind of on a time crunch now. But very interesting, like, he's constantly and it reminded me of, I don't know if you remember in the Iron Man movie, the first one, in the cave, there's that doctor that helped him, that saved his life, Yinsen, I think was his name. And his final words to him were, "Don't waste your life." And he's literally, like, he's made that up tenfold.
That's what planted the seed of self-sacrifice in his head. Like, a lot of people have a coming to Jesus moment, and some people have different versions of that, or not different versions of that, but a contact with sacrifice in their life, like whether they have a father who went to war and who lost his life protecting his like comrades or whatever it may be. But there's that like sacrificial teaching that comes with firsthand experience of like somebody who did it.
Yeah. And ironically, like, because this movie was about separation, just kind of a random thought, but because this movie was about like kind of like, feuding and everybody kind of having like unresolved stuff and spewing it at each other and like projecting their inner, shadows and stuff onto each other, or inadequacies or whatever it is. Interestingly enough, like most of them have way more in common than they give themselves credit for, like off the jump. Like, like the trauma alone that each of them have like gone through, interestingly, like Cap is out of time and he's like self-sacrificed himself in multiple scenarios, like even with the fake grenade and stuff. And then Tony was going to do that for Yinsen and has done that for Pepper, and like has put himself has already put himself in positions of like self-sacrificing. And then, but I don't know, like it's just very interesting. Like they, even with like Black Widow, like there's the connection that they all have with like war and stuff, like with that like gritty kind of violent nature of life. And I don't know, just very, very.
You know who else improves their suit with every enemy they fight?
Who?
Goku.
That's a good one, actually.
Well, Goku always does that too.
Autonomous Ultra Instinct.
Yeah, Goku's the GOAT, man.
I've seen you watch that scene. I've never seen Dragon Ball, but I've seen those like transformation scenes that you sometimes play, and I'm like, gosh, this is so cool. It just reminds me of like Aang in the Avatar state, which we're excited to.
We got a swap kind of like series here.
It's like yours
you watch Dragon Ball and I watch Avatar.
Oh, that's so cool. But yeah, that's pretty much it, I think. I don't think I have anything else. I had like notes from like the old movies and stuff, but I think I pretty much touched on everything. Like just to
again, like there are so many Marvel movies to come and series and all that stuff, so we'll have plenty of time to fix any of our bad takes, and also educate ourselves on the lore a little better. And you guys in the comments, I'll like obviously keep it spoiler free, but help us kind of really assimilate everything from this film, like fun facts about the film, about production, editing, all that stuff. Like I'm always eager to learn about that.
I had 2 more quick points. Thor is a great brother. I would want Thor as a brother. Like, gosh, he really gives his Loki the benefit of the doubt. I feel like we didn't talk about Thor enough. Like, he, even at the end, when Nick Fury says like he didn't want to argue with a god about, you know, the fate of Loki's punishment and stuff, and then they end up taking the Tesseract to Asgard and taking Loki back to Asgard. I think that that's like not only a reflection of like his power as a god, and it's shown like when he's like hand to hand with Iron Man, and his power literally powers up Tony's suit 400% capacity, because it's like the god power, which you can apply that to like human existence, right? When we kind of inherit the knowledge beyond the material or beyond like the human experience, and we excel into spiritual expansion, it only enhances our experience as humans. And I think that that's exactly what that kind of showed. It's like when there's the God instilled power in someone, it just amplifies them, right? And doesn't diminish. It doesn't like corrupt or destroy. Yeah.
Well, that's a good point. Yeah.
And then the final point that I wanted to make, and then we'll close this out, is is that Loki is obviously like a trickster deity, and that's just his nature. And it made me think of this story in Yoruba culture, which you've talked about, and that's why I was
Egun,
like,
Egun?
Edshu.
Edshu.
Yeah.
Edshu, yeah.
But this was in the book A Hero of a Thousand Faces. It was talking about this story of Edshu, and he has a hat with 4 different colors on either side.
Directions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so one man sees only the red side, and then another man sees only the white side, and then they start arguing, and they said, "Did you see that man with the red hat? No, it was white." And they argue.
But both are true.
Both are true. And then they come before Edshu, and he takes delight in the fact that they're arguing. And then he knows obviously that he was playing this prank on them, because he enjoys the conflict that it causes and stirs in people. And that's exactly what Loki's kind of essence is that at any point he could have made different decisions, like even before he stabs Thor in the side again. It's like,
and stabs Coulson.
Yeah, and stabs Coulson like time and time again. He could make these decisions, but it's because he just like takes some kind of like delight or not delight, but maybe some reassurance in like a twisted way in seeing people.
It's because that he knows that we're limited to the 3-dimensional field, and in the 3-dimensional field, it's 4 directions essentially. Like it's up, down, like so it's a crossroad deity essentially. Like the trickster is always positioned at the crossroad, and the crossroad is usually the axis mundi, or it's the thing that you have to overcome in order to arrive at the axis mundi, and the axis mundi is within yourself. It's ever present. It's omnipresent. But I think that that's what the deity does, is that it's a crossroad deity. And so it kind of like gives you all the options and causes confusion in order to just see if you'll be able to see past the illusion, which is Maya, essentially. Like it knows, like Loki knows that humans are limited to whatever they know. And Loki is a super dimensional being who has seen past the 3-dimensional space of Earth. So he's seen multiple different, realms. He's from a different realm. And he's in possession of the Tesseract scepter and the Tesseract. So he's gotten glimpses of things that most people don't.
Yeah.
So that makes him a good host for the crossroads.
Man, I just think it's really interesting how they made him the villain of this movie. I wasn't expecting him to be like kind of the main focal point. I'm interested to see where it goes now, because last and final point is the end credit scene. There's another looming villain.
Which is the guy that gave him the staff.
Yeah, the he.
Mm-hmm.
He's the he that's being referenced. It's so, man, like that's gonna be very, very interesting to see unravel. It's like as soon as there's finally a break and they're eating the shawarma and they're relaxing their nervous system, it's like there's an impending doom, like waiting to come and burn everyone.
Like Loki was just the opener, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's about it.
All right, guys. So
this was long and good.
So that's what she said. So this is our first video back. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for being patient with us.
Yes.
If you still stuck around. And yeah, not going to make promises because I feel like we're finally in a space where we don't need to make promises anymore.
Yeah.
And we'll just,
we got this.
Like come out with more videos and videos and videos. All right. So with that being said, thank you so much. And if you enjoyed this video, if you enjoyed the conversation, if you have any comments to add, please comment below, like the video, share it with any fan of movies, Marvel movies, long form, mentally gone discussions. It helps out the channel. And a special thank you again to everybody on Patreon. If you want the full length, uncut reaction video, that's where you'll find it. And with that being said, don't forget that it's never wrong
to be mentally gone. Peace to the world. I've been waiting to say those words.
I know, it's been too long. Holy shoot.
Bye.